Look out, it's the Backlog BoyZ.
Virus detected.
Download complete.
Welcome to episode 1.23 of the Backlog BoyZ podcast. I'm one of your three co-hosts, Colt, and with me I have...
What's up? It's your boy Tanner. I'm back again. Unprecedented third Backlog BoyZ in a row. No, fourth. This is our fourth.
Is it?
No, fuck. No, it's third.
Yeah,
It's third.
yeah, I don't think that's number 4 there, bud.
Unprecedented. Tanner, you're a part of this project.
I know, but man, this is the most podcasts I've done in a long ass time in a row.
That's true.
That
That's
is
true.
true. Wow.
You would think
Wow.
all the energy would have got sucked out of me from the last one that went 4.5 hours.
And that's going to be the shortest episode we've ever made.
Maybe second longest episode in the history of AYCH.
Yeah, it's just how the cookie crumbles.
It's fucking crazy. I can't believe. I don't think this is a spoiler, but I can't believe that you wanted at one point to do part 1 and part 2 in the same episode.
Yeah, that was not a good idea.
No, we would have went fucking 10 hours.
Yeah,
I'm
but
Wenzel, by the way.
Yeah, there we go. I was waiting on it.
Well, there he is.
Anyways, if we had played both of those games in that time frame of a month, that would have not happened. That's why we split into 2 months. And this month's homework is still play Last of Us. I'll remind you again at the end of the episode. Homework for that. Last of Us Part 2.
Yes, coming out November 30th. So you still have from this day 2 weeks to play, beat, get your thoughts together. Last of Us Part 2 coming in hot on November 30th to your ear holes right here on the
Yes,
AYCH
yes.
extra feed.
Alright.
Speaking of little announcement, can we make a little announcement, boy?
Announce it. Announce it.
Wenzel, are you okay with me making a little announcement?
I'm busy.
Oh, that's not... He's not okay with it, so just don't... Just drop it.
Yeah, I'll just drop it. Never mind.
All right, y'all want to hear some Overwatch news?
Wait, no. I'm actually going to announce it.
Okay.
Wenzel, are you okay with it?
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, I decided to have. We ate dinner before, but I decided to have a little more of a snack. I ate a Pop-Tart. Just finished it. I'm good with it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. What kind of Pop-Tart was it?
Blueberry.
That's a
That's okay.
choice.
That's an okay Pop-Tart. Definitely like a C tier Pop-Tart.
Oh my god. You did
Why'd
not
you
just
say
say,
it like-
that. You did not
Why'd
just
you
say
s-
that.
Oh my god. All right, here's the announcement. Here we go. We are bringing back the All You Can Hear Twitch. We are going to be streaming. Not going to be any regular. We're not going to be like, oh, we're going to stream 3 nights a week. That's fucking crazy. We ain't got that time. But mark your calendars. Saturday, November 26th, starting at 3 p.m. Central Time. Colt, Wenzel, and I will be streaming the entirety of Halo Reach from start to finish. We'll start at 3 o'clock. We are going until credits.
We're finishing that fight in one sitting.
Yeah, finishing the fight in one sitting. That's going to be on twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. We'll make a ton of announcements on all the socials, on our socials, leading up towards it. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, so you're going to have that food baby little, post coma where you've just eaten a ton of food. You just want to lounge on the couch. Let 3 of your favorite lads, maybe your 3 favorite lads, if you're ranking the members of AYCH. Not to say who's number 1, obviously me, but
Me.
just join us playing Halo Reach, be talking in chat, doing
Cannon.
all sorts of fun things. Did you say Cannon was your favorite?
We're laughing because Cannon's no one's favorite. That's not
Damn.
true. That's what it sounded like when you guys were laughing.
Well, no,
yeah.
because like everybody else put a vote in for themselves. I put a vote for somebody else.
Okay, that's funny.
Well, that's funny, I guess. But yeah, so November 26th, 3 p.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/allyoucanhear, full campaign playthrough of Halo Reach. No, we're not doing any sort of weird challenge. We're not playing on fucking Legendary.
No.
Just playing the story, having a good time post Thanksgiving. So come join us. It is going to be a fun time. I'm really excited to dip our toes back into the streaming scene.
Yeah.
So it should be a good time.
Yeah.
Heck yeah! With Wenzel getting his Xbox Series X, and I got mine last summer.
Whoa,
It's been
whoa! Spoiler.
Tanner doesn't have one though because he bought the S and he doesn't like physical games. He's all digital now.
Only person here that buys physical.
Yeah, but why'd you buy digital competition?
Yeah,
console.
Why'd you buy the digital EBA?
Because the only reason I got an Xbox was for first party games, and they all come on Game Pass, so I'm not going to buy them.
Oh my god, this guy! Used games don't even exist anymore in his head.
No, I don't buy used games. Well, I say that I did. We'll get into that later, but I bought a fucking PSP recently.
Yet we all share a condom.
Yeah, we'll share anything, and this guy's like, I will never buy someone's used video game where they probably jizzed all over it.
It's disgusting. Ew.
I really don't like buying used games, though.
That's dumb. They're the exact same thing. I've argued that buying used games or DVDs in general is like the best way to buy stuff.
I mean, okay, well, I say that. So I come from like,
Did you
I come from two
buy
camps.
a PSP that
Well,
was already owned by somebody?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, as far as collecting purposes, though, used games, obviously you have to do that. I'm not out here trying to buy like sealed PSP games or sealed Japanese PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 games. That would cost way more than necessary. I guess when it comes to like, if I was to walk into a store and buy, say, and this is weird, I don't know if anybody else thinks like this, but say if I wanted to buy a copy of Elden Ring, I'd buy a new copy of Elden Ring versus a used copy.
Even if it's like $20 cheaper?
It wouldn't be. A game that recent would be $5, but
you say recent, but it came out
this
like
year.
6-7 months ago.
Yeah, it came out in March.
Yeah,
it's probably a weird little thing. I don't know.
Yeah, you're weird.
Yeah, saying it out loud does sound weird, especially from somebody that is starting to amass a large amount of games at once, trying to build out some sort of a collection.
All you're doing is limiting yourself, bro. You gotta release that and just, get with it.
Well, okay,
to be fair, I don't buy used games a lot because whenever I buy games, I don't buy them days or months after they come out. I usually buy games day one, so there's not really many used games to buy.
So I also kind of like am with Colt there. If there's a game that's coming out that I want, I get day one. So like there's never really an opportunity for me, or I wait till say Black Friday and I wait for a sale where it doesn't matter if it's used or new, because most of the time you get a better deal on the new copy than the used copy.
That's
I
also
will
true.
say, I mean, like it's probably misleading. Like you don't buy, like you said, for like collecting or for like older games, you buy those used. When it comes to very brand new games, you're more than likely going to buy it brand new, and that makes sense.
Yeah, like these
all right, we're on
PSP
your side
games.
now.
Yeah, like, although I will say 2 of the PSP games I did buy are sealed.
Ooh, what are they? You want to tell us, or you want to wait?
No, I mean, fuck. I'll go ahead and touch on it, I guess, a little bit.
Whoa,
I don't
why'd
have
you-
the PSP
okay.
yet. By the
I don't know
time
why you
this episode
cuss.
comes out, what'd you say, Wenzel?
Why'd you cuss?
Oh, sorry. By the time this episode comes out, I'll have the PSP, but I do not have the PSP at time of recording. But I'm trying to remember. I bought Loco Roco, and it is a sealed copy. And then Guilty Gear, the Guilty Gear game I bought is a sealed copy.
Oh, I feel like that should be expensive.
You would think so. $13.
Oh, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, apparently, and also didn't know this. PSPs are not region locked.
Oh yeah, I knew that. That's
I-
an awesome thing about it.
Yeah, I knew Vitas weren't region locked, but I didn't realize PSPs weren't region locked. So I plan on going crazy on it. Get a little collection going. I almost bought a Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep PSP.
Damn, that would have been
Special
nice.
edition. It's about $190.
Oof.
Which is a little much for a PSP, but I got a pretty good deal on this one. So
I say heck yeah.
yeah, I'll have more PSP thoughts for our December middle of the month episode.
Yeah.
When I actually get it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get it. I got Guilty Gear. I bought Loco Roco. I bought Peace Walker, so I'm really excited to try that out. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you the other games I bought. I bought like 6 games. I bought Me and My Katamari.
Oh, yeah,
a
nice.
good choice. Good choice.
Your PSP is also a very pretty pink color. I love it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I bought a pink one. It has a completely new battery in it because PSPs, I don't know if y'all know this, but PSPs kind of have an issue after a couple years where the battery just fucking expands and explodes.
Yep.
Randomly. It doesn't happen with every PSP, but most refurbished PSPs you buy on eBay have brand new batteries in them.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice. So yeah, I bought a pink one. I actually would like to collect a couple of the different bright PSPs because I don't know if you know this. Fuck ton of variants.
Yeah, I would. They don't play physical games, but I really enjoyed the design and the color variants they had for the like slide up PSPs. They were smaller and like
Those were the phones. Those were
no,
the PlayStation.
there was the PlayStation phone, but
The PSP Goes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I always liked those designs, but since they couldn't play physical, I wasn't too keen on digital games when that came out.
Yeah, well, also it was a whole different time period where digital games were not,
Yeah,
as big as they are now.
it took 10 years to download anything.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll probably pick up a couple of different PSPs because there's a ton of cool variants. Like I said, there's a fucking Evangelion PSP, a One Piece PSP.
You got to get that.
I mean, the Kingdom Hearts PSP, God of War, Star Wars, and then all the bright. There's probably no shit like 50 different color variants of PSPs.
I want to say Cody had the God of War one, and I had a Darth Vader one.
I distinctly remember one of y'all having the Darth Vader one.
I had the Darth Vader one.
Yeah. So stay tuned. By next month, I should have a decent PSP. I'd never owned a PSP as a kid, so should have a pretty decent repertoire of PSP games by this time next month. But that's Tanner's little collection corner update.
So you
Hell
guys
yeah,
want to
dude.
hit some news or?
Yeah, let's hit up some news.
All right.
It's the news.
There's a lot
Backlog
of news.
boys.
What?
I said backlog boys. Like a beer.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. We need a little news intro.
We do need a little news jingle. I'll hit
I'll
up
make
our
it
music
myself. Boom, 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 down, 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 down.
guy.
It's news
Ooh.
time.
Wenzel, you want to hit us with your version?
Bum, 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 bum.
Wow. We
that's
can't be
something
copyrighted
also
for that,
great.
right?
Yeah, no,
just
we
humming.
sounded awful, so no.
Okay, everybody do the Halo 3 menu music right now.
That was bad.
Holy somebody just crashed their car listening to that.
Yeah. No, they transcended and then they crashed.
It's the
They
fucking
raptured.
SpongeBob that always plays that fucking one song that I can't remember the name of at the moment. But it's just SpongeBob fucking transcending into the air.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyways,
but
y'all
yeah,
want some
let's hit news.
All right, we're going to start off with some Overwatch news. Recently, at the end of the Overwatch League tournament they announced a new hero that's coming out in December named Ramantro. This is a hero that we've seen in the past before, but personally, he was revealed when I did not care about Overwatch, so I had no clue who he was. Everybody thought it was someone else. Everyone thought it was Maga, and it wasn't. It's a close range / long range tank. It's a very interesting character type. It switches from close up beat 'em up brawler where you have more health, and then a long range form where he's got less health but does more damage. It's really interesting.
I'm personally stoked. I love playing tank, and as far as healers go, if you don't know Overwatch lore, I guess it's the same. It's kind of like Zenyatta. So
He's
I'm
an
getting
Omnic.
Omnic,
yeah, Omnic. So and Zenyatta's like one of 2 healers I enjoy playing as. So I'm stoked for a decent tank that can also be long range, because I feel like really the only tank that kind of falls into that right now, and it's not even really long range, is D.Va. And D.Va is not meant to be played long range, but you can play D.Va as long range.
Reinhardt's got his projectile, but he's only got 2 of those. And they
Yeah,
bounce
it's
around.
only got 2 of those, and also like, I mean, you can literally sidestep those if you're a half fast character. Like if you cannot, unless you time it perfectly, you cannot hit like almost any DPS with that thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super fucking. I'm super stoked. We'll get into it later, but we've all been like pretty into Overwatch 2, shockingly. But
100. Yeah.
I've been very excited for this hero reveal because, like Colt said, I thought it was gonna be Maga. He's been somebody that's been like shown in game like several times. So like everybody thought like, and it was reported that it was gonna be a tank, and it's like, oh, well, it's gonna be him because he's huge. But no, it's this guy, and I mean Ramatra, like he looks cool. I love his design, and he's basically like a I guess if you want to say like not really evil, but he leads the null sector in the lore. I mean, while he's definitely like nefarious, it's also like more of him like trying to fight for the Omnics. But I guess if you want to say, because like he's more red and then Zenyatta's blue, it's like they're parallels to each, or not parallel. They're well, kind of. He also like went the route of the monk, kind of. I think from the video.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we haven't got any like official gameplay as of this recording. Haven't got any official gameplay shown of him. Also, if you for some reason hear my dog, sounds like she's dying in the background. The vacuum's on downstairs. She fucking
I
hates
don't.
the vacuum.
I actually don't hear her.
I don't hear
Yeah,
anything.
this mic does a pretty good job of muting, but just in case, like as I'm talking, you just hear a dog go like, that's her.
I've never heard you make a noise like that.
It's literally is what she sounds like downstairs. It sounds like my wife's fucking beating her, but I hear the vacuum.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's so if you hear that, just being vacuumed. We have a TV being mounted tomorrow, so
Oh yeah, clean it up. Make it nice for the TV hanging guy.
yeah, I have to make it nice for the TV hanging guy because I don't plan on helping him at all because the TV is very heavy and I have a pulled muscle in my chest.
That's pretty epic sauce.
Yeah. Sorry,
Anyone
Wenzel,
have any?
to interrupt you though.
Oh yeah. Anybody have anything else they want to say about Ramatra?
Again, I'm excited. Also, I guess with this, we also learned that season 2 is going to be starting on December 6th, which is
we knew when it was happening. We just didn't know like what it contained.
so. I guess my question is: are the seasons only going to be
60 days.
Damn, it does not feel like December 6th is even 60 days since the game fucking came out.
It's gonna be 60.
Yeah, I guess it will be. So I got about a month from now to fill up my battle pass.
You can do it. I mean, I did it in less than 20 days.
I think I can do it, especially with Overwatch 2 kind of being, well, as of right now, our main multiplayer game.
Modern Warfare 2 is really sucking me
Yeah,
in
I know
now.
Modern Warfare 2 has started really taking from y'all, which I still haven't even got to dive into it yet. But yeah, maybe I can do it. I would like to be able to do it.
And then Modern Warfare 2 season starts November 16th, so I'm gonna be playing that like crazy.
Yeah, the day this drops, actually.
Oh yeah.
Also, we don't even have this in the doc, but Warzone 2.0 is dropping that day as well. And today we're recording this, they revealed some new details about shit. Like apparently the original Warzone client's still going to be available for people to play, but they're
Yeah.
taking out multiple maps of it.
It's very strange. I know the movement's different and everything, but it's very strange that they're keeping that.
Yeah. Also, again, I know this isn't on the dock, but we don't really have anything for Modern Warfare 2 on the dock. But it's finally like officially confirmed that there's no Call of Duty coming out next year.
Yes, it's gonna be replaced with something more interesting, I'd say.
Yeah, like especially with how this game's selling. I mean, they made $800 million in 3 days for launch, which is, I mean, it's going to be the best selling Call of Duty ever pretty easily, I think. But it was so weird. So I had the weird experience where I ordered this game off of Amazon and I had to cancel because Amazon wasn't going to get it to me till November 11th. Well, I was like, well, I'm not going to wait 2 weeks till after the game to play it. Even though today's November 9th, I haven't fucking played it yet, but that's neither here nor there. So I went into GameStop to buy it, and the people at GameStop were so weirdly pushy about how they're like, "Oh, are you sure you don't want the whatever the deluxe edition's called? Are you sure you don't want it? There's not going to be a Call of Duty next year." I'm just like,
such a weird point.
Yeah, it was super pushy. It's like, "Oh, you definitely want to buy the 1-year warranty on this because there's not going to be a Call of Duty next year." I'm like, I haven't bought I'm like thinking to myself, I haven't bought a Call of Duty in 6 years. Like, this does not faze me at all. I'm only buying this because it's Modern Warfare 2. But it was just so weirdly aggressive. Like, I've never had a retail experience like that. They were like, well, and this is before anything was confirmed. Yeah. And they're just like, there's not going to be no Call of Duty next year. You definitely want to get this. Oh, do you want to buy any currency for Warzone 2.0? I'm just like, fuck.
It's not even out, man. Chill.
Yeah. Like, it was like really gross.
Probably because if they don't if they don't get a sale off of anything at all, they'll probably take them out back and
yeah, beat the shit out of them.
Yeah,
but,
knowing
yeah,
GameStop,
it was like
weirdly
pushy. Like, and it's at the GameStop we normally, I mean, that we've always went to. But it was just like, and it was both of them. Like, the guy that wasn't even checking me out kept like butting in. It's like, yeah, there's not going to be a Call of Duty next year. You definitely want to get that currency for your like sweet loadouts. I'm like, what?
Like some mumbo, just stuff to get people that don't know shit about video games to buy extra shit.
Yeah,
right then and there, I've been like, I don't need this because Warzone's not coming out yet. The store's not even operational yet where you can buy skins and stuff. And the bundles, we don't even know what the hell are in the bundle. So there's no point. And plus the vaulted edition, that's only for like people that are really interested in the cosmetics. Personally, I bought it. I really enjoy those cosmetics, but it's really nothing.
Well, yeah, and like that too, but they were just going around, well, there's not going to be a Call of Duty next year. It was just so, like, I've never had like, I mean, that was a rumor, but at the point when I bought the game, and I've never really, like, it'd kind of be like going into the store and pre-ordering Pokemon, and then a guy pulling up on Google Images all the leaked fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like being like, oh, did you see this? It's like, there's such a weird way to talk to like the average consumer, because I imagine the average consumer doesn't care about the fucking Call of Duty currency or the fact there's not going to be a Call of Duty next year. In fact, I would think the average consumer would be fucking stoked there's not going to be a Call of Duty next year, because that means they can buy this one and get 2 years of enjoyment out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other thing,
just a weird little tidbit,
is that next year, instead of releasing a new game, they're going to release a premium expansion, which is something that I think Call of Duty should have been doing for years.
Yeah.
Where it'll be like a full price expansion, essentially a new game, like $60, $70.
I don't see how they get away with charging 70 for it, but
I don't think it'll be that much. I think it'll probably be 50 somewhere in there, because it'll come with new maps, new guns, new campaign, new Spec Ops stuff. Essentially a whole new game. So I'm happy that's a thing, because if I could have gotten Black Ops 3 for an extra year, that would have been so fucking beautiful.
Yeah, and just based on all the impressions of this game I've seen, based on, I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit later, y'all have talked about, seems like this game's going to have some legs, just because everything in it feels really fucking good.
True.
I can't imagine them fucking up Warzone so much where it's unplayable. So I'm excited. I think it's a good. Excuse me. I think it's a good move on their part. So I'm interested to see. I don't think they can get away with charging $70 for a fucking expansion at all. I think you want to hit that 40 price, no matter how much it is. But I think 40 is kind of the sweet spot for something like that. Especially if you have these people buying battle passes. I mean, what, 2 battle passes every so many days for Call of Duty? Like
It's like every 70 to 80 days.
Yeah, I don't see them releasing a expansion, calling it an expansion, and then charging full price game price for it.
I mean, it'd be fair. I'd say.
Well, let me ask you this: I wonder if there's any chance next year? Because obviously, Modern Warfare 2 will probably win a Game of the Year award somewhere. Them releasing a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Game of the Year edition that comes with the expansion and all the base game stuff for $70.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. That'd be something interesting. Just maybe keep your eyes peeled for it.
Yeah, wake up, people. All right, y'all ready for the next piece of news?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Recently, I can't remember exactly when, but a Witcher remake was announced. They're remaking the original Witcher video game, which has not aged that well. I remember trying to play it when Witcher 3 came out because I loved Witcher 3. It does not compare in a
The
good
first
way.
2 have kind of aged like ass.
Yeah. Like, second one not as bad, but the first one has aged really bad.
Yeah, because that first game at this point is, God, 15?
It's pretty old, but I mean, even when it first came out, it still looked like ass, kind of.
I mean, I'm trying to look. So Witcher 1 came out in 2007, so it's literally 15 years old. Yeah, this, like, I feel like 15 years is a good spot to hit, like, okay, this game needs a full on upgrade. Let's do it. The Witcher is kind of a genius game to do it with, especially with 3 being as widely regarded as it is. You know, CD Projekt Red has finally gotten some goodwill back because Cyberpunk's good now. 2 years later. So I'm excited. I'll play it. There's no fucking way you could pay me to play the 2007 version of The Witcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely play it. But I kind of posed a question here with the Witcher remake. What game do we think, like, what popular game from so many years ago do we think is the next game to get the remake treatment?
Oh man, I feel like Square Enix is going to be the one that does that.
Really?
I mean, we're kind of working with Final Fantasy VII right now, so probably not Square Enix now that I think about it. Maybe one of the earlier Dragon Quest games. I can see that.
Uncharted.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm actually with Wenzel. I think it's going to be Uncharted.
That is totally fair. I think I could see a younger Nathan Drake, even though it'd been nice to follow his daughter, but I can totally see them rebooting it.
Because I definitely
Spoiler.
think with especially after The Last of Us Part 1, where Naughty Dog kind of worked with this, what was it called, PlayStation Visual Arts Group.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't know if what y'all know, but the PlayStation Visual Arts Group, the whole reason that they started working with Naughty Dog to begin with was because they wanted to remake Uncharted.
Oh.
And then Sony was like, well, how about not Uncharted? And Naughty Dog was like, not Uncharted, but you can do Last of Us remake. And I think they probably got so much goodwill from this remake that I think the Uncharted project's definitely happening. And
I can totally see that.
Yeah, probably going to get Uncharted 1 fully remade, which again, Uncharted, probably a good game to do it with. Uncharted 1 is 15 years old at this point, 14 or 15.
Yeah, my insider source says that's what's going to happen. Exactly what you said, Tanner. They also said that Nathan Drake's going to be voiced by Tom Holland. gonna be modeled
Oh,
after Tom
God.
Holland. Yep, that's right. And guess
No.
what? Guess what? Shut up. That Sully is gonna be voiced by, you guessed it, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, man.
Have y'all watched the
Please.
Uncharted movie?
Hell no.
No, I don't really
Oh.
want to, but I will eventually.
No,
My mom
I
really liked it, if that's anything.
That's
no.
nothing.
That helps
Oh.
nothing. That does nothing.
To
for
be
me.
fair, my mom has watched a lot of anime and video game adaptation movies this year, and she's really liked all of them. She watched fucking Death Note.
Now that's that's no slight against your mother. Good for her, but no, that doesn't help me.
She loves The Witcher.
I mean, The Witcher, a lot of people love The Witcher.
Well, The
She's
Witcher-
really sad that Henry Cavill's leaving The Witcher.
I mean, that's understandable. That's a
Yeah,
lot of
she's like-
people's favorite part
Everybody
of it.
Yeah.
really enjoyed the Witcher show, so that's fair.
Yeah. She was like, "That's fucked up." And then she really liked Uncharted. There was something else weird that she watched semi recently. Maybe it was the Mortal Kombat movie that she oddly really liked.
Fuck, what
I
is
was
she
like, "Did you
watching all this for?
She has. My mom has every streaming service.
Okay.
And she works from home, so she has a lot of time to watch a lot of movies and television and stuff. But yeah, she's watched some crazy shit this year.
Get her on Letterboxd. I think that'd be.
I
crazy.
need to because like she fucking loves Deadpool. Yeah, loves Deadpool. Hated Logan.
What the
Oh,
heck? What the heck?
Dude.
Taste of music or movies are fucking atrocious. I mean, Deadpool's good, but like really good movies, she just like she's like, like what? Oh shit, what movie am I trying to get her to watch? That I was like, I promise you'll really really like it. I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't for the life of me remember, but she's just like,
Jesus.
Yeah, she's only going to watch Christmas movies for the remainder of the year, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
That's our thing.
we'll ring back in with her at the beginning of the year, see how she's kicking off her Letterbox 100 or some shit.
That's funny.
Yeah. I should honestly make my mom a letterbox and just when she tells me about a movie she watches, just write down her thoughts and ask her to score it out of 5.
Yeah, that'd be a really fucking good idea.
Because she watches some fucking shit. She watches like the trash tier like Tubi TV movies, and she's like,
Oh,
this is
no.
like the greatest fucking movie I've ever seen.
I cried 3 times.
Yeah.
I have to ask this question now. What games people here would want to see to be remade for modern audiences?
Oh man, it's pretty. Jack, I'd love to see Jack remade. Jack and Daxter,
Jack and Daxter, yeah.
or Jack 2 and Jack 3. I loved those games. It'd be nice to get like a Spyro remake situation for them. Because those Spyro remakes were fantastic. Toys for Bob did some magic there.
I'm going to say, and this will never happen, probably, but I would love to see a full remaster with modern assets and stuff. Super Mario 64.
That would be nice.
Like
Oh,
just
wow.
full, the models are the same. You kind of get a little taste of it in the Mushroom Kingdom and Super Mario Odyssey.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
So something, a little like it, a little taste of heaven. But I think doing a full scale remake of that, especially as we're approaching the 30th anniversary in a couple years. Last year was the 25th. But approaching the 30th anniversary, I think something like that would be really, really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Buckle.
what about you, Wenzel?
I would say, because I feel like the amount of properties is completely good properties is like completely underrated over like it's under like what's the phrase, there's not many of them, obviously. Like it's just like something that's so ripe that needs to be tapped. And I think that something that should be done is probably so it can be accessible now, and there's probably just a lot of stuff they could do with it, is like a Transformers War for Cybertron. In my opinion.
That would be an interesting one.
Is that the the super realistic Transformer game that came out? Third person shooter?
I mean, it's not realistic, but it's
Well, no,
stylistic. But
Transforming robots.
it's I mean, yeah, it's third person. I mean, there's There's War for Cybertron and then there's Fall for Cybertron.
Because I remember playing one of them on Steam a few years back, and I really enjoyed it. So that'd be a good choice.
Yeah, because they did awesome. They were awesome, and I think they should get on to like because so that people can play them now. If not, like have a re-release or something. Because I don't know if you can play them. I think they're
Only on PC, I think.
yeah. So like that kind of sucks. Like it'd be cool if they remade it. And I say
I do have another answer.
I'd say not realistic because if you go back and look at them, it's a different style from like the movies and also the previous stuff. Like it's its own unique style, which I think is really cool. Oh,
For
what's the name?
detailed, that's what it is.
It's
Didn't one of them come out on PS4 though?
No, it came out on PS3, Xbox 360, like very into life. Are you thinking of the Platinum Games one that was cartoon?
Yes.
Can't remember what it's called, but that one was good.
That one was good. That one looked good too. These because I remember Fall for Cybertron was at the video game or the Game Awards, Video Game Awards. There was a trailer for it. It was a CG kind of trailer. It was super sick. Played a Pussifer song.
Whoa! I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but I listened to it so much. It's one of my favorite songs ever. Anyway, it's really good. God
Tanner-
damn it. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta look it up. What's your answer, Tanner?
Oh, I was gonna say, and this is kind of cheating because it's already happening in some form. It's fucking Fable. I fucking love Fable.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if y'all knew this. I was reading the other day. So you know how the Embracer Group bought out Square Enix Montreal?
Yup.
They bought Square Enix Montreal and then also got Crystal Dynamics and Eidos, the team that does Deus Ex. So I didn't realize this. Crystal Dynamics is helping Microsoft with Perfect Dark, and
The
Eidos,
quadruple A game?
yeah, and Eidos is helping Microsoft with fucking Fable. The Deus Ex team is helping them with Fable.
2 games that'll never come out. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Phil Spencer seems confident that they're going to have a first-party AAA game come out at least every quarter next year.
I swear they've been making that Fable game for the last 12 years.
That Fable. Well, what E3 was it? It was a pre-COVID E3, was it not? Maybe 2019.
I thought it was way further back, like
2018.
2013.
Well, you have to understand is that there was the Fable VR game, the
4-person arena game that got canceled.
There was the 4th Fable game, like that was in development, and then everything just got canceled. Everything, and then I think
they need to get their shit under wraps.
But I think 2019 or 2020, like Tanner said, one of the summer games or E3. I think it was probably 2019. They showed it. They showed that there's gonna be a new Fable starting from the first one. I believe it's like a remake or whatever. And
yeah, it's a full reimagining, like remake of Fable.
So they're starting over, but it's been years now since they announced that. So,
but they still acknowledge it. Like
they still acknowledge it. Yeah.
So yeah.
It just, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I the song, by the way, is Pussifer, The Humbling River. It's a good fucking song. Go listen to it. But yeah, I just think it'd be cool, more, Transformer stuff, because the video games were awesome, and I think it should be remade. So
I agree. I think some weirder shit being remade, would be good, would be cool. I think the whole point of a remake is to make more money because the first game was super successful, so I think it kind of defeats the purpose. But I would love to see like fucking Star Fox Assault get remade.
I need that. Nintendo needs to get on that remake train because they don't remake
it
shit.
Honestly surprises me. Like, really, the only true, and it was not even a remake, more of a remaster that we've gotten. We got that Super Mario All Stars collection, which those weren't even remastered hardly.
No.
But Wind Waker HD on the Wii U,
that was fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. I would say that's the closest thing to one they've done.
Yeah.
No. Skyward Sword HD, maybe.
No, that's it. Just has a different control system. It's the exact same game, texture wise, and
I
everything.
mean, I would say Wind Waker is probably the closest thing Nintendo has done, unless I'm missing something super obvious.
I mean, there's the Super Mario DS, Super Mario 64 DS.
Yeah, I guess that kind of counts. It has better graphics, and there's a lot of new mechanics in Super Mario 64 DS. So yeah, I guess that kind of counts. But shit, I mean, you talk about that's when the DS came out. I mean, you're talking almost 20 years ago at this point.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Shouldn't have said
time's
that.
fake. Yeah, Colt sent that tweet about Death Stranding turning 3 earlier this week, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that hurt me so bad because I remember getting my BB, my collector's edition BB, and opening it with Wenzel and having a blast, and I just put him on my shelf. Haven't touched him since. It's been 3 years since I've touched my BB. Feels wrong.
Yeah, time's fake. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
But,
Anyways, y'all want to hear some more news because we barely touched on the news.
Sure, let's go. We knew this was going to be long.
All right, Pickle Rick is finally in Fortnite. He's about to be removed challenge-wise, so you won't be able to unlock him anymore. But currently, as we're talking, and when this episode's out, he will be gone. Pickle Rick is in Fortnite. This is not a drill. If you missed him, too bad, so sad. Also, they added Luke, Leia, and Han from Star Trek, but who cares about that?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. But Pickle Rick, he's back playing. Yeah, so it's pretty
He's
cool.
Pickle Rick.
What's his back bling?
No, it's Pickle Rick.
Oh, it's on a Pickle Rick skin? He's just a
No.
back bling?
Yeah.
He's just a black back bling. Yeah.
What the fuck? Every time y'all said, "Oh, we're trying to unlock Pickle Rick," or "Oh, blah blah blah," I just assumed it was a Pickle Rick skin.
I mean, kind of.
Oh no, not really at all. Does he talk?
No.
That'd be fucking annoying. Just giving our position away the whole time? No.
Okay, obviously only you would be able to hear him.
Turn myself into a pickle. I'm Pickle Rick. That's so funny.
Yeah, he's in there. Yeah, I mean, you know, I really want to. I still need to try to get him because it's free. So
I mean, I think he gets removed tomorrow.
Then I guess I got some work to do tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say after we record this, if you wanted to try to get Pickle Rick.
Absolutely not with you.
Okay.
Wenzel's putting in overtime tonight at the Backlog BoyZ offices.
Anyways, that's Fortnite. It's doing their Pickle Rick stuff.
It's our monthly Fortnite update.
Yeah, I've barely played Fortnite the past month. Not because
there's been a lot of
games.
Yeah, I was about to say y'all probably played the least amount of Fortnite since we've started Backlog BoyZ in a while. Just with
too
Overwatch,
many good multiplayer games. Too
Modern
many.
Warfare. Yep.
Atomic Heart finally got a release date. It's been so long. I can't even remember when it was first announced.
It was definitely when y'all were still in high school.
No, it was 2017.
Y'all were
just graduated.
2017.
It was 2017
summer. I think.
I don't think I think I didn't hear about it until 2018 maybe. But yeah, and it's probably been in development for even longer than that. So, but yeah, it finally got a release date.
Wenzel and I have been wanting this game so bad, and we finally got it. It's February 21st, 2023.
Next year.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, this is probably the game that's been mentioned the most across the AYCH network that is still not released.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you definitely have mentioned it probably on some of those E3 shows in like 2018.
Yeah.
So we might have a problem.
What?
I have diarrhea.
Okay.
God.
This is painful. I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, I'm not cutting this out, but I will stop the recording and we'll start again when you get back, okay?
Fuck.
Okay, yeah, don't cut it out.
We'll be back in just a moment.
What's up, everybody? I just got back from taking a massive shit, diarrhea all over the place, on the podcast, on the laptop, everywhere.
Yeah, well, it kind of came through my speakers and it's in my ear now.
Yeah.
I love how I say, all right, Colt, you ready? Wenzel starts that.
You
But
have something
yeah.
to say though, because you couldn't really talk because you're trying not to shit yourself.
Yeah. So Atomic Heart, so happy, so excited. It got a release date. And yeah, the trailer for it like was really cool because we just see more of what we've been seeing, but I mean, it looks I hope it's finished. It looks really polished. It looks like it's there. They've been teasing about them announcing a release date for like since last year, maybe earlier this year, I want to say. I think it was earlier this year actually. They've been kind of teasing it until finally it was literally last week or whatever they finally announced it. It's funny. But yeah, like Tanner said though, it's something we've been talking about forever because it just looks so fucking cool. I'm so excited for it. So excited.
I'm
And
excited for you because I know you've been really excited for this game.
yeah, I mean it's like 1950s an alternate universe Soviet Union. We got robots, we got mutants, we got horror, we got sci-fi, we got nightmares. Really cool.
As
Really
a
excited.
mega like Fallout fan, this is hitting a Fallout 4 note that is different but just right.
Because like it's like it definitely feels like that, like Fallout, BioShock. Really, I really get those vibes from it. Really excited, like I said. And there's been recently some new gameplay that's been released too that I have yet to look at. But yeah, so yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Really excited. It does come to Xbox Game Pass day one, but we'll probably be buying that bitch on PS5.
Yeah. Sporting it.
Yep.
All right, next thing on the news. We had a very large leak, and it was a funny leak too. Hideo Kojima's Overdose, a game that he's working on, leaked.
If you didn't say game after that, if you would have just said Hideo Kojima's Overdose,
Yeah, yeah, I forgot. That
like that looks so bad if you
Hideo
don't know.
Kojima overdosed on Mad Mickelson dick pics. You
Damn.
know what? I think I need to get some of his supplier.
I think we all I think we could all use some of his supplier as well.
My favorite recent Hideo Kojima. So he has the podcast. Have y'all listened to his podcast at all?
Nah.
I want to.
I want to because he has had some crazy guests on there. He had Jordan Peele on there right after Nope came out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he had the guy that directed RRR, which is the best movie of the year.
Yeah.
But he's scanning all these people too.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be cameos in whatever game he makes.
Well,
Yeah.
I was listening to something else, or maybe I was reading. Hideo Kojima owns a life-size Paddington bear.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I knew he loved Paddington.
I didn't know that either.
Do you think he scanned Paddington bear?
I hope so.
I would.
I was somebody mentioned that. I was like, oh fuck, because he's essentially just collecting people.
Yeah. I mean, they're always like NPCs in whatever game he's making. If I'd assume that he's doing it for Death Stranding too, because I feel like that's a given whenever that drops.
Anyways, talk about Overdose a little. Talk about the funny leak because it was really funny just how we got it.
Yeah, it was a screen recording of a YouTube video. I'm assuming the YouTube video is posted for the devs. It was a privated video. And in the video, it's a shirtless man recording on his phone, and it's not super good quality. And at the end of the gameplay, you can see him like shirtless, nips out, just like recording weirdly. It reminds me of an old Black Ops. I want to say Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 gameplay where he's like, "See, he's hacking," and suddenly screen goes black. And it shows this kid in his underwear just pointing at the screen, bouncing up and down. It's just all around. It's a very funny league, but the game itself, it's a horror focused. Looks like interactive in a Until Dawn kind of way. It's starring Margaret Qualley as the main character. She was Mama in Death Stranding. And it's just a very spooky little teaser. It's very short, probably like 3-4 minutes.
Oh, it's not even that long. It was like a minute and a half.
Yeah, there's not much to get from that, but you can tell it's horror. There's a big ghost demon thing that looks freaky as hell when the lights flash for a second.
And you can also tell that it is pre-alpha.
Yeah, very early footage
There's
there.
definitely, it's very similar to the GTA 6 leak where you can see the code like running in the background and shit, make sure nothing breaks. I mean, it's very, very early development.
Did you watch any of it, Wenzel?
No,
Okay. I guess
That's not
that's it.
that's not a bit. I didn't see it. I completely forgot about it, honestly.
But yeah, it's Hideo Kojima's Overdose. I highly recommend checking out that footage because it's gonna look nothing like the original.
I'll
Is it
definitely check it out
still-
for the shirtless guy.
Is it still available?
Probably not, but
That
you'll-
original link?
you'll be
I'm
able
sure
to
you can
find
probably
it.
find it on like Internet Archive or something, but
Speaking of the demonic leaks have been hitting like crazy when it comes to the huge video game directors like Kojima, and now even as big as Nintendo. Nintendo's leaking Mario nudes. Just kidding. It's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The entire game is essentially leaking right now as
Dang,
we're recording.
You had me hooked.
yeah, I was about to say, as we're currently recording, the big leaker of the, I don't want to say any names.
I'm not saying any name because I'm not going to snitch.
Yeah, I ain't snitching, but essentially the whole game is leaking right now. So stories, and by the time this comes out, we're only 2 days away from Scarlet and Violet, but right now we're 9 days away from Scarlet and Violet. So it's been leaky. I think I speak for Colt, Wenzel, and myself when I say we always like seeing the new Pokemon before the game comes out, but none of us really like to hear any story beats or anything.
Yeah.
But first impression, and again, we'll have a lot more to say about this in December. Wink.
Wink, wank.
Can we
Wank,
just go ahead and
wank.
say it? Can we go ahead and say it's Scarlet and Violet's going to be our December game?
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet's going to be your December game.
Yeah.
So
Scarlet and Violet's our
Yeah.
December game. Something a little cozy to get you, in between Christmas and New Year's.
and it'll
but,
be easier for us. So
Yeah, that too, because we are already going to be playing it. But excellent Pokemon designs this gen.
this is some like premium Pokemon designs right here. I absolutely love them. I think all the starters look
good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I think there's like 3 new types of Pokemon. Not types, but like there's a lot of Pokemon here. There's so many.
I don't know how to just explain it. It's not like we're not talking about like elemental typings or anything. We're talking about like what's the word? Variants or whatever.
I don't want to go into too much details because that is spoilers, and I don't want to spoil. Yeah, gimmicks.
Gimmicks. Yeah, gimmicks is the best way to describe it. That's all I'm gonna really say. We're not gonna say anything besides really that. We'll just say like they said, and like.
And to be very vague, we're going to see evolutions of Pokemon from the past.
Yeah, we're gonna see really.
I mean, and as of right now, we haven't even seen them yet.
We haven't seen everything. Like,
Yeah,
No,
we just know that certain Pokemon are getting evolutions, but
we
we
a lot
haven't
of
seen
stuff. A lot of stuff's leaking. A lot of stuff's being taken down. So it's like there's probably stuff out there of everything, but you can't find it now because it's been taken down. But the stuff we have seen, really really cool. I don't know if I've said this. I probably have said this for every Pokemon, but honestly, no, I don't think I've said that. Like this, I probably am the most hyped for this. This is the most hype I've ever had for a Pokemon game and for Pokemon designs. Like, if you don't like them, wow, man, like, what the
You
fuck?
gotta be
I feel like-
extremely picky.
yeah, I feel like there is a Pokemon design for everybody. They really went in directions, at least for 2 of the starters, that I did not think they would go in at all. Again, I don't even want to say what starters they are. But they went in. Yeah.
No, go
ahead.
They're so freaking like they're so cool and there's so many of them. Like I'm sorry, like if you're like us, you're not going to be disappointed whatsoever.
Yeah. And just the regional decks is fucking massive.
Oh yeah.
Like
So-
man, oof. Like now, after seeing them, I don't honestly I don't know what starter I'm gonna go with because I know for a while I said Fui Coco, but like I'm I don't know. I don't know. I might change it.
Coco is mine still 100%. I think the final is the best of the three. That's all I'm going to say. I love that little dude.
I've said this since the first video, so this really isn't changing anything. But everybody I know is going Fuecoco, and I really want to go Quaxley.
I was about to say I really want to go Quaxley now.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, it's been so long since I've chosen a water starter.
I'm trying. I chose. Let's see. I chose a water star. I chose Samurott in Arceus, and
That's a
I
good choice.
chose. Who did I chose in Sword and Shield? I'm pretty sure I chose Froakie.
Froakie was Pokemon Y.
Oh fuck.
Who was
Yeah.
Sword
Oh
and
yeah.
Shield?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm blanking. Oh, it was the crying little Pokemon. Inteleon.
No. Oh, Sobble.
Inteleon.
Who did I pick in?
Pokemon Sword and Shield was Inteleon. That's the final evolution.
You
and
picked
then,
Rillaboom guy.
Yeah, I picked
Grookey.
Grookey.
yeah, Grookey. And then Pokemon Sun and Moon, it was Serena or whatever, the Siren Seal Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I chose a water starter was Pokemon X and Y. I chose Froakie. Love
I
Froakie.
I haven't chosen a fire starter in for fucking ever.
I don't pick water starters. I just don't.
Yeah, I
Not that
never
they're bad.
go
I just
fire.
don't.
I probably haven't went fire since like legit like on a first playthrough since like Gen 3.
What about Sun and Moon? Did you not get Litten?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, wow.
Ombor was probably my last one.
Last fire?
Tepig.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like I said, for first playthrough, it was probably Torchic. And I honestly don't even remember if Torchic was my first or second playthrough of those Gen 3 games because I had Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So I could be lying. I maybe have never played a Pokemon game with a fire starter first time.
I'm gladly picking Fuecoco. Now that I think about it, I haven't picked fire in forever either. So
Yeah.
Give me
I
that
think I
little
just
dude.
convinced myself to go with Fuecoco.
anyways,
I'm still conflicted. Yeah, it looks great. I'm excited for it.
Pokemon leaks
excited.
are like crazy. Dodge them if you don't want to.
Yeah,
see
that's
'em.
something
Dodge
you
it.
are not into. Especially by the time you're listening to this, I feel like they're going to be next to impossible to avoid.
Considering the game comes
because-
out in 2 days.
Yeah, so just be wary. Yeah, especially with all the storyline stuff. Like I said, I know we all want to go dark on that. So like even we're gonna have to be kind of wary of what we're sending each other.
Yeah, that's Pokemon news. Up next on the agenda, Marvel x EA. I don't really know much about this. I'm assuming Tanner knows more.
Yeah,
What is
so this was something I was reading. So I don't know if y'all know this, but EA and Marvel have announced a partnership to develop 3 games. Now, this is separate from Amy Hennig's team, I believe, where I don't remember where she's at. They're doing a Captain America Black Panther game.
Oh, okay.
So EA, we already know the first game is going to be Iron Man. That is being developed by the team that's currently doing Dead Space. So as soon as Dead Space drops, that entire team is moving over to Iron Man full time.
Damn, I was hoping for a Dead Space 2.
We know the second game is a Black Panther game.
Yeah.
And then the third game, we don't know that the second game is Black Panther. Let me backtrack. That is the heavily suggested rumor that the second game is Black Panther. The third game, nobody knows because EA themselves don't even know. It kind of depends on how Iron Man and Black Panther sell. I would imagine if Iron Man sells extremely well, we'd probably be looking at Iron Man 2. I would imagine if Iron Man didn't sell so hot, Black Panther sold well, we'd be looking at a Black Panther 2 potentially. Or if not, both of them did okay, we'd probably just be looking at a separate character. But I was thinking, the reason I put this, we're getting a fuck ton of Marvel games really quickly.
Yeah, we are. Like, especially after the
Kind of a drought.
the only ones that it did good are Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and those are both very recent games.
Yeah, they're not hitting them out of the park necessarily with their Marvel games. So I'm hoping that they can hopefully do something good here.
But Spider-Man and Guardians were good.
Oh, they were fantastic. They're the best.
Yeah.
They're like huge hits.
Yeah,
But the rest are not so much.
yeah, because that's like we know Insomniac's working on Spider-Man 2. We know they're working on Wolverine. With Eidos, who knows? We could be getting a Guardians 2, maybe from Embracer
I hope
Group.
so.
Like I said, Amy Hennig's team is working on a Black Panther Captain America thing that we don't know all the way about right now. And then we're going to have an Iron Man game coming out from EA as soon as Dead Space comes out. I mean, it's already in early development. So it's kind of interesting that they're just going for like, okay, we're just going to give these properties to these and see what kind of happens. It's kind of like what they're doing with fucking Star Wars too.
Yeah, yeah. It feels like Disney doesn't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to video games.
Yeah, but I mean, I would at least rather them give them to competent developers like they're doing instead of being like, you know what, we're Disney, we have more money than God, we'll just make our own game studio. I'm kind of glad they're just like, you know what, actually, let's just fucking throw all this shit to the wind and see what.
That's how we
people
got
ask
Kingdom
us for.
Hearts.
It really is. I mean, we got Kingdom Hearts because of a fucking elevator. So I just thought it was interesting because I was like reading on this. I'm like, holy shit, how is this not being talked about more? That we like during the height of the MCU, during the the whole last part of Phase 3, we had no Marvel games come out, and now think of what you will about the MCU, but we have all this shit coming out at once. I mean, it's like a fucking Marvel overload between the TV shows, the movies, and now, I mean, you're talking about we may be getting 2 Marvel games a year for the next 3 or 4 years at least.
I'd be okay with that. I mean, as long as they're good.
Yeah, so I'm interested. But I'm going to pose a question to the class here, and if you have an answer, feel free to let us know at Backlog BoyZ with a Z pod on Twitter. What Marvel superhero would you like to see get a game that maybe hasn't had their chance in the limelight in the video game space?
Man, that is tough. Because my favorite people have gotten plenty of games, being Iron Man and the Guardians.
I think I have an answer. I think I would like a Thor game.
I'm with you there. I
think you could do Thor. This is going to sound really fucking lazy. I think you could do Thor. Obviously not as bloody or gruesome as a God of War, but essentially make it God of War. Even if you make it like the original like PS2 God of Wars.
Well, I was gonna say it'd be really sick. Here's my idea. You do a Thor game, but you do specifically the gore storyline where you have different perspectives where it would be a long game. You're probably looking at maybe 60, 70 hours where you flash from, present Thor, then you go back to young Thor and then future Thor. And then you kind of like do that until finally you meet where you play as the present Thor fighting Gore and all of that, like jazz.
I would pay $300 for a Jason Aaron Thor game that covers the entire run,
and
full-on RPG.
And not only that, but you also get, since you're exploring a lot of space, you can also go to different planets, do different side quests, fight different bosses and stuff like that.
That sounds hot.
Right?
If we're talking about comic runs that should be turned in, I mean, I think Immortal Hulk would be fucking phenomenal.
Immortal Hulk would be really cool as a horror game, because I know from what people have said, Immortal Hulk is pretty scary.
And even something like as silly as like Deadpool kills the Avengers or whatever the fuck it's called, I think that would be kind of interesting.
Oh my god, Tanner, what have you done? You've asked the right question.
I think that would be cool. Also, one thing I forgot to mention that the Black Panther game is being developed by a lot of the team that did the Shadow of Mordor games.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
then that
Okay.
game's gonna be awesome.
That
Yeah,
game
so
might. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting like two vastly different Black Panther games from two very different teams here in the next
Oh,
3,
man.
4, or 5 years.
Like honestly, what they should do if you could. Oh man, if you could have like a studio dedicated to making Marvel game studio basically, but like
Yeah.
instead of like hitting those like, oh yeah, we're gonna hit like, you got Captain America, Black Panther, Iron Man. No, like hit the weirder stuff. Do a Mortal Hulk video game. Do a Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe video game, or like I said, do a full on RPG style for Jason Aaron run where he goes to fight Gore and like do all of that.
Just
like,
do the more violent stuff in video game
do the
form.
more like abstract, violent, weird stuff. I mean, hell, Silver Surfer Black would be kind of sick. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was just thinking like a 4-player sort of cooperative Fantastic Four game would be fucking awesome.
Oh
or
yeah.
a Mr. Miracle Alan Wake type game.
Well, Mr. Miracle
Yeah.
is DC.
Oh shit. Never mind. I still want that. I still want that.
That would be cool though. That would be cool. A Mr. Miracle game would be sick. DC.
God,
Don't
there's
even get me
so many
started.
weird characters.
Don't even get me started on DC. You could do like a horror style. I mean, really, you could do Werewolf by Night if you wanted to. That would be kind of freaky. Maybe like that kind of sounds like The Wolf Among Us.
Do a
Among
Katamari
Us.
game, but instead of the king, it's fucking Galactus.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
I do
Holy
like that
shit.
a lot.
Oh my god, you
I
could
don't,
do like
I guess Silver Surfer would be the one like collecting all the shit.
but like every time like it's like you're eating planets or whatever. You could do like a Ghost Rider game. That would be cool.
I want a Ghost Rider game so bad.
Do a Ghost Rider game, but you have it's Cosmic Ghost Rider and you have baby Thanos.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Make it Death Stranding, but with Ghost Rider.
That's good. You could do. Oh man, I'm trying to think because Cole had a really good idea with like Alan Wake style. Like I don't know, maybe like a trippy ass Moon Knight.
Yes. I think that'd
Yeah.
be really
Oh my
good.
God.
Oh man, they're just fuck. I mean,
Marvel, get to work, bro.
they have all these fucking characters, and we'll get into it a little later. I'm even learning about Marvel characters now I've never even fucking heard of because I'm playing Marvel Snap so much. God, they just have all this fucking plethora of characters that they can do shit with.
Absolutely, dude.
And all sorts of mediums it kind of blows my mind that it's taking them this long to be like, actually, we could probably just make this game, and even if we sold 1 million copies, we'd be sitting pretty fucking pretty.
You're right. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, I wonder how much.
If you wanted to, you could probably do a Hawkeye game.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be interesting. Style it in a Tomb Raider
Fucking
kinda
Black
way.
Widow espionage game. Do a Black Widow game like fucking Hitman.
Ooh, that
Ooh.
would be pretty good.
Oh, wait a minute. You remember it was like forever ago when people thought they were making a Hit Monkey game, but they said there is actually Deadpool. Finally make your Hit Monkey game.
I think that'd be very fun.
That'd be really fun. Oh man.
There's so many games here. We can't just keep naming off.
But we
I-
can, Cole, and we will.
I
No, we
know,
won't.
but we got a lot of stuff to touch on here.
I'm trying to see how many copies Guardians of the Galaxy sold because I know they didn't see it as like a huge commercial success.
I
Well,
know
it
it did
had to have
good.
It had to have sold a shit ton. Okay, so according to Bloomberg, it sold almost 4 million copies.
That's good.
But they saw it as a apparent commercial failure.
Well, how? That's fantastic. Especially if it's not using the original cast members and it's an entire new line of Guardians.
Because if they're not making back their money for how much it costs to make the game, then that's what it means when it's probably a commercial failure.
Yeah, but I mean,
They definitely made back their money.
I mean, just this is super simple fucking math. Excuse me, I'm not a video game expert, but I mean, just do simple math. Of 4 million times 60 is 320 fucking million.
And I
Which
know it
is
did not cost that to make that.
Yeah, which I always know how video game math works because
No,
every
I'm
copy
sorry.
didn't
I
sell
thought you
for
meant
60.
I thought you meant like the game made $4 million.
Oh,
something.
no.
No.
And I
It
was
sold
like-
almost, or it sold is what, according to Bloomberg, sold almost 4 million copies. So
Well,
again,
I don't even know what I'm thinking though, because like also too, if it did make $4 million, that would have.
I'm sorry,
to be more.
240 million. I did my math wrong.
But
240 million.
if
So
it-
if you're talking nearly $250 million, again, you take out the money for marketing and stuff, but you have to figure this money made a profit. I mean, this game made a profit.
Yeah.
But Eidos Montreal is not even owned by Square Enix anymore. They're owned by Embracer Group. So who knows? Maybe that was part of the reason they sold off.
Yeah, I am not holding out for another Guardians game because that whole situation seems super fucked. So as a fan, I'm sad.
But we're getting Marvel games soon. If that's
yes.
something you're into, I mean, between EA and again Insomniac with Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine and the Amy Hennig rumored Captain America Black Panther game. So
Yeah. Well, let's get on to the next news segment. This is something that's a little old at this point in time, but I still want to hit on it because this is really big and it's strange that it even happened to begin with. It's the whole Bayonetta situation with Helena Taylor.
oh my goodness. Y'all want me to go in and like explain?
Do it. Just do it,
okay.
man.
So, for a little background information, about two weeks before Bayonetta 2 came out, Helena Taylor releases this video saying, "Hey, I'm not returning the voice of Bayonetta. Platinum Games only offered me $4,000 to voice Bayonetta, and yeah, I'm not coming back. I'm sure I'm breaking NDAs, blah 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 blah." And so you just watch that video and you're like, well, that's super fucked. Being this iconic voice of this, a niche franchise,
But very beloved character.
very beloved character. I mean, she's in fucking Smash, one of the huge commercial success, and again, Bayonetta has sold reasonably well. I'm sure Bayonetta 3 has probably sold pretty decent. I don't have any sales figures in front of me, but I'm sure it sold pretty decent. But so you're like, well, that's super fucked up. And then it starts coming out a little bit more. First of all, she starts pulling numbers that I know it, like she calls Bayonetta a $400 million franchise or some shit, which is
No way in hell.
not
No way.
even fucking remotely close. I don't even think Platinum Games is worth $400 million. But that's neither here nor there. And so then Jason Schreier, Bloomberg, runs this like article where somebody at Platinum essentially leaked the contract details, which again is also kind of fucked. I was like, well, actually, we offered her, I think it was $4,000 per session, which is 4 times the union rate.
And there's going to be like 4 sessions or 3
There's going to be
sessions?
4 or 5 sessions, I believe.
Okay.
So you're talking between $16,000 and $20,000 for, again, 4 or 5 days worth of work. But then you go into well, if she is the voice of this main character, how can we, that still seems kind of low. It's kind of like the argument that's like, the dub actors in Jujutsu Kaisen 0 got paid like $200, and that movie made a fuck ton of money. And so it's like, where does that line get drawn? And the big part is she was asking people to boycott the game. She said, "Don't buy this. Put your money elsewhere." Which is where shit again starts being really fucked, because one of the groups she wanted people to support with their money not going towards Bayonetta 3 was to a anti-abortion group. out of Kentucky, which again is super fucked.
And in her
And-
past tweet history, you can find tweets where she's transphobic.
Yeah, like super transphobic, just a super like not great person. And so not really any, and then it comes out that in the Bloomberg report that she was asking for 6 figures plus residuals, which is like
Insane.
fucking unheard of. I don't think any voice actor, you know, whether they should or not, it's a whole different conversation, but gets residuals. I especially don't think you can make a demand like that for fucking Bayonetta. And again, six figures is fucking insane. Now, could of Platinum have paid that, especially with Nintendo money? Probably, but that's a lot of fucking money at one time. And then you're talking about residuals. Like, I don't know what percentage of residuals you're talking about, but even if it was something like 2%, I mean, you're talking about paying this person millions, over time. So it was just kind of fucked on both sides, and neither side came out looking good. But in a weird twist of events, I would say Platinum Games came out looking better, because by the end of it, everybody was like, well, actually, Helena Taylor is a huge piece of shit. She's anti-abortion. She's transphobic. She's homophobic. So fuck her. Who cares what she says? But also, God. But also, it shouldn't take away from the conversation that should be had. Should voice actors be paid more? Yeah, they should be. And things like that. So there's conversations to be had, and also how much money people, because again, we see it a lot. I mean, we just saw it with the whole Mob Psycho Crunchyroll situation. Too, which I know it's not video games, but I feel like it's kind of important context here, where these voice actors are just not getting fucking. I mean, they're getting paid pennies on the dollar for how profitable these franchises are. So it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, this whole situation's completely fucked. I mean, it's a little old by now, but she is not going to get a job in voice acting for the rest of her life. Because
she is completely, like, after the, especially breaking the NDAs and shit, and then lying, because she eventually did say, oh yeah, actually I was offered that. Where at first she denied it, but then she lied. So it's just immediately there, you're not credible anymore. So yeah, it's kind of a fuck situation all around.
But yeah, that's the Bayonetta 3 situation. You have any input, Wenzel?
She can go fuck herself.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is really shitty. Again, there was a lot of talk about voice acting in video game getting paid more about that. If there was one good thing to come from that, but really it was just a bunch of shit being thrown by really both sides. And then neither side came out looking good. Like Kamiya went on Twitter and did his whole fucking gimmick, which is
I
annoying.
still
as
hate
shit.
that bit.
And then didn't he end up leaving Twitter?
He ended up deleting his account for like a day.
And he came back because he realized he loved blocking people or some shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So like that was real dumb. And then again, we find out that Helena Taylor again is like anti-abortion,
and the new Bayonetta voice actor is just getting hit in the crossfire. She seems like a cool person.
Yeah, seems like a fine person. Also, I think the big thing too was, well, we didn't know how much original Bayonetta was going to be in it, because a lot of people were like, well, what if it's like a flashback or a flash forward situation where original Bayonetta is just not in the game that much, which would be something Platinum would do. So it was weird. It was a shitty situation all around. It really made some people sour on Bayonetta, but then it came out that she was a huge piece of shit. So people were like, well, actually, I'm still going to buy Bayonetta now. So yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the Bayonetta situation.
Yep. I have my copy right here. I just haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, on here I had Bayonetta 3 also under banter because I knew Tanner bought it, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I took it all. I haven't had the chance to
Really
dive in yet.
There you go. If anything more happens,
it was an impulse purchase.
Yeah. If anything else happens, we'll let you know. But please, for the love of God, let nothing else happen.
Yeah.
Besides
It's
voice
so
actors getting paid
tiring.
more, let that
Yeah.
happen.
Besides that, obviously.
I know the union renegotiation is soon, if not have already happened. So maybe they'll be able to negotiate a better rate, and at least get a bigger slice of the pie that they deserve.
All right. Speaking of video game controversy, there's been some stuff going around with Call of Duty. I mean, that's a normal thing every year, but something like this is a first, I feel, for Call of Duty. Actually getting called out by big companies. They've had it in the past with Black Ops 3. Spectre, essentially, they stole Spectre's design from another artist. But in this situation, they're stealing real life, huge businesses, uh, names and shit for this. Because Modern Warfare 2 has 3 maps that are in trouble. One of them named Museum, not even in the final game, probably never coming back. And the other 2 are Hotel Greenberg and Grand Prix. The museum map is designed after a real museum. I can't remember exactly. I think it's uses the exact name in the game. And Hotel Bringberg, I think it's the exact same situation, using the exact same building, modeled exactly like it. In Grand Prix, I think they used official, like, I don't know shit about racing, but they used official Grand Prix things on that map, but that are now gone, I think.
Yeah. Because I know because Grand Prix is back in the game, but it's called something else now, right? It's not called Grand
Yeah.
Prix. It's called, I think, Crown Raceway now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And then Hotel, I don't think it's back in the game yet.
It's in the game. It's just it's in trouble.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's kind of the thing with there. Because of course these are bigger entities, there's more clapback flack from them. So,
Which
yeah.
has needed to happen for years, I will say that, because they've stolen art like crazy, for, like, calling cards and character design, so it's needed to happen.
Yeah, it just sucks that like like of course it's taken from like bigger entities, and the thing is too that like these are just places, like
I'm not as mad about these as I am the art stuff, because like,
yeah,
these are places that exist.
these are places that are open to the public that you can either gain entry for or whatever. Like like museum, you might see some stuff there where it's like,
Just
well,
change the name, that's
like
all.
you might see like, oh well, maybe they should be, maybe the money or whatever likeness should go towards like art, historic, like preservation and stuff like that, maybe. But like that's kind of not being affected in this situation, or well, it is kind of being affected. But anyway, like Grand Prix and Hotel, it's like those are big places. They don't what they need the money. Yeah, sure. But like when it comes to stealing art and characters and all stuff like that, that is where like, well, but maybe it's like for like something to say like, hey, stop doing all the shit you've been doing. So yeah, that's kind of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely. I don't know. Like at one point, I do understand, especially being a museum, being like, "Hey, actually, we don't want you using the exact layout and name of our museum where you're fucking killing people."
Yeah, that is very
Um,
understandable.
like
Yeah,
I get that, and again, I get that from the hotel perspective as well. I mean, I really get it from all perspectives. It does kind of blow my mind though that they were just like, oh yeah, there probably won't be any repercussions from us using the likeness and real names of these buildings.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty
Like
crazy.
in the Grand Prix map, I mean, they were using like very close to the actual F1 like flags and shit on that map. That I mean is a huge trade. Like I honestly have no idea how shit like that even like passed uh, any sort of fucking quality testing or whatever, because like that shit should not have flew anyways. But then yeah, it somehow made it through shockingly. I mean, hotel was one, or the museum was one of the fucking beta maps, was it not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, blows my fucking mind how shit like that got that far.
Yeah. Definitely from like the violence aspect, I get, but I mean, for Grand Prix and Hotel, I doubt. I bet it's just because I don't know. I just assume corporate entities are out for money. So
Well, Grand
Yeah.
Prix back in the game. It's just they took out all the shit that shouldn't have been there in the first place.
yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
Saying.
And like I said, museum probably should have been taken out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
No.
But
All
I
right.
guess
You
next
want to
one-
get hit with some sad
Let's
news?
just do it. It's the saddest fucking thing on this doc.
I know this is like parasocial relationships. Wah, wah, wah. Shut up.
But
I
if
like to
you're-
have fun on the internet.
If you know anything about video game news, and you're on Twitter, then this is huge.
Because this is the most bummer shit ever. On Halloween Day 2022, Nebellion on Twitter announced that he's retiring after I don't even know how many years he's been doing it.
Fuck, 7, 8 years maybe.
It's been a long time. I've been following him for years, trying to get. I
Mhm.
got all my information from him and Wario. Thank God Wario's still here. If he left, I don't know what the fuck I'd do.
Yeah.
But
Well, you're making
Nebel
too much
was-
money from those affiliate links.
Yeah, he's good, and I don't think he'll leave.
I'll
But
throw
Nebel
up.
was just the most unbiased. He would post all the news. It'd even be like obscure news, even about news stuff, not news, movies and TV show stuff that he liked, but he doesn't like say outright that he likes this stuff or hates this stuff. But if you read his replies and how he talks about it, you can infer from what he says how he feels about it. I'm really sad he's gone because I looked forward to waking up every morning and see his tweets that he posted like 3 a.m.
Yeah, because I kind of got the impression, I believe he was from some sort of European country.
Yeah, somewhere
Because he
over
posted
there.
very odd times, and which really makes you like appreciate his dedication as much. Because I mean, he live streamed every major and even minor video game thing. I mean, every E3 conference, state of play, direct, fucking anything Microsoft did. I mean, and he would even tweet like random, like, "Oh, Sega's having a stream. Let me tweet that. Oh, Tokyo Game Show. Here we go." And it really made you dedicate. I think it really becomes a situation where he tried to monetize, and it's one of those things where why pay for this when we're still getting it for free? And his Patreon rewards weren't really, I guess, what people were expecting. And he dropped like over 50% of his patrons pretty quickly. And he just didn't see it as viable, which is a real shame because but as far as a video game news aggregator, I don't think any. I mean, I would put Nebel above fucking IGN or GameSpot or any of those places. As far as,
dude.
I
go to
mean,
Nebel first.
yeah, I mean,
Same.
I mean, Nebel was current, like always, in my search bar on Twitter because I would just like go directly to his page and be like, all right, let's see if anything happened overnight, or if I was on vacation, like, and wasn't on Twitter as much, like every day or two, I would just be like, oh, let's see if anything fucking crazy happened.
He was
I mean,
him
shit.
and Wario are the only people that had in my tweet notifications ever.
Yeah,
he's
and then, I interacted with Nebel a few times. Super nice. I have several friends that were friendlier with him because of his like history on game boards and stuff, like game forums, like NeoGaf, rest in peace. I know it's still around, but whatever. It's a dead website full of racists. But anyways, yeah, and so it's a real shame to lose such a great voice in the game community. I really wish somebody attempted to reach out and be like, actually we'll fucking pay you to do this.
Because he is so fantastic. Like, have one of these big news companies pick him up, pay his ass.
Yeah, it
Please.
really shocks me that we're not getting like somebody being like, actually, do you want to run our social media? Because you're really fucking good at it, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it was a game company, but shit, I mean, like a IGN, a GameSpot, a fucking Fanbyte's not around anymore, but that would have been a good fit. I mean, fucking Kotaku, Polygon. I mean, all these places. Like, and it kind of blows my mind that nobody really reached out and was like, actually, we can do you better than how much you were making on Patreon, anyways.
I just
So,
hope
yeah.
there's a day in the future where there's a social media, if it's not necessarily Twitter, anything, man. I want to see him again because I really enjoyed his content and his personality and the jokes he would make with other accounts like such as ZoogeEX or Wario.
Yeah, or
It's just
Wario.
fun personality.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, guess what? I have a surprise for you. Look behind you.
There's nothing.
Oh my god, it's Mob.
Oh shit. Mob Psycho 100. Oh my god, I love you.
Yeah, there's no surprise. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, also love that Nabel hated Bronson. Shout out Bronson.
Anyways, rest in peace. He's not dead. He's fine. I bet he's living great because he's not even on Twitter anymore. I bet. He's
Yeah, I
happier
hope
than
whatever
us.
he's doing, he is happy. Maybe he's finally getting some fucking sleep
Yeah, hopefully.
because I was under the impression he never slept. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Ugh.
Any
But
last
yeah.
words for our fallen comrade?
Really a huge loss for Twitter, and it makes Twitter an even less valuable platform.
100%.
Like, oh my god, it was a hell site before. Now it's like a super hell site.
The only light in my dark tunnel is Wario 64. You are the light that shines, that makes me happy. You're the reason I wake up every day. No, you're not. I love you though.
Damn, Colt's
I was like, damn, what's going on?
But yeah, here's some more news that's not necessarily sad. Well, it can be.
A little
Play-
sad.
It's
I'll
a little
say it.
sad. PlayStation VR 2 has announced its release date of February 22nd, 2023, at 1 day after Atomic Heart. And it's got a price of $550 for the base headset and the the controllers, no games.
And
That's
then
it.
there's a $600 bundle coming out with the Horizon game, correct?
Yes.
Fuck. That's
It's
so
sad.
fucking ridiculous. Because Cole, I and Wenzel, I don't know if you were so much in this camp. I had pretty much talked myself into buying one.
I was in the exact same boat. I was thinking like it'll be like $400 max. I'll gladly pay for that.
Yeah. And,
I don't care.
Also, we learned it's not backwards compatible.
Yeah, if it was backwards compatible, this 550 would not have been as bad. But since it's not, I don't want to do that because I want to be able to play games.
That's crazy. $150 and not backwards compatible.
$550 not backwards compatible, and
What's the point?
That's as much as the fucking system.
It's more than the system.
Wow.
I mean, it's just. I mean, So I recently got an Oculus. This is before Oculus made their price jump. Oculus is fun. I could not imagine paying more than I did for it. So the fact that it had $100 price jump hike is insane to me. $550.
I'm just gonna wait for a deal in the future.
I would really hope maybe next holiday we would see some sort of price drop. I don't know if we will, especially with how companies are talking like, oh, we have to keep up with rising consumer, blah, 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 and we have to increase it. Especially like, I don't know if y'all heard like the Phil Spencer talk he gave. It was like, well, Game Pass won't go up this holiday, but wink, wink.
I swear to God, if they make that like $30 a month, I'm not gonna be happy.
I don't think they will. And honestly, Game Pass is such a great service. I would happily pay a couple, Phil, more dollars for it.
Yeah, nothing over 20, not even $20 a month. I feel like that's too much.
Unless they added like a game-changing feature to it.
Yeah, where you get every game and you get to keep it and it never leaves your possession.
Or like Game Pass now available on Switch.
Ooh, you know what would be cool though? If you have that feature is you get to pick one game a month that you get to keep forever.
I do like that. That does
The
sound
permanent.
nice.
I'd be interesting.
The permanent collection.
I wonder what would be like. That I mean, there would
I know
have
we
to
kind of
be
have a permanent collection as far as the Halo games are.
Shut up.
Well, it's
You get
first
one
party
token.
titles.
You get 1 token per month, and you can use that token to get 1 game.
I do wonder how that would work. I mean,
That
that'd
would
be
be nice.
interesting.
I just told you how it worked.
Oh yeah, you put a quarter in your Xbox.
You put a quarter in your Xbox, it will take it. That quarter is equal to the amount the game is worth.
Yeah.
Damn,
But
I needed these
550
quarters.
is insane. Speaking of expensive VR headset, that MetaQuest Pro that's coming out, that's $1,600.
Is that the one that kills you?
No, that's another one that Palmer Lucky said. Well, we got the specs for it. Wenzel, have you seen that?
I don't care about VR.
Okay, well, Palmer Lucky, who is like the CEO of Oculus Meta, whatever the fuck. Not Meta.
The VR that kills you? Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, where he said, well, we have the blueprints for a VR headset. When you die in the game, it sends 3 electrical shocks to your brain, and it fucking kills you.
He designed it because Sword Art Online hit an anniversary. Not necessarily anniversary. It hit the date that the anime takes place in real life. So he did that to commemorate it, I guess.
It just seems like that would be like something that you could do where you could sneak that into the headsets to kill people.
Yes, Wenzel, that is a bad idea, but yes, you could.
I'm just saying, I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
now
either.
I'm like, what if my Oculus will kill me when I'm playing when I'm dancing to Just Dance and
I'm saying don't buy any VR. They're gonna try to kill you.
Well, I already have that, and I'll probably end up getting this PlayStation VR 2 when it's 350, 400.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know how they made graham crackers to stop dudes from masturbating? This is the same thing.
I thought that was Bran Flakes.
Yeah, it was Bran Flakes.
Whatever.
Or Raisin Bran. It was Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran. Yeah.
Oh my god, it was oatmeal.
Anyways, that's the news segment so far. We're recording this on November 9th, so there could have been some stuff that happened from the 9th to the 16th, but we don't want to talk about it. So,
well, we can't because we're not time travelers. If we were, we'd probably be doing something else besides a podcast.
Yeah. Rich.
I'd be rich.
So Wenzel, I want to. We need the story time.
No.
Where's the tea? Story time.
Spill the tea, sis.
I don't drink tea.
Tell us about this Xbox.
No.
What the fuck's happening?
Anyway.
I was like, okay.
So they didn't want me to name them, so I won't. But I will talk about this. So recently something happened.
Can we have a name?
No.
Can I have a name?
Absolutely not.
Can you name me?
Anyway,
okay, fuck you. Don't even want to name me.
I don't. Fine, I'll name you. Kobe.
Could have said Gears of War.
That's not a name, but okay.
I mean, it's the name of a game.
It's a name of a. It's not your name, dumbass.
Yeah, neither is Kobe.
That's not the story.
Oh my god, I'm trying to tell this stupid. It's not stupid. It's heartwarming. I love it. Anyway, so I just woke up, and I get a text about a package should be delivered, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then I go to my door, and there is a package, and I'm like, whoa, this is a big package. What is this? I wait a few hours just to make sure it's not like, anything weird.
Like a bomb?
Somebody shipping a bomb to Wenzel.
Yeah. No. That's not. I immediately open it. I'm like, because I'm excited. I'm like, what is this? And then they send another message saying, happy late birthday. And I open it up, and it is an Xbox Series X. Colt spoiled it though in the beginning. That I got one. I was very, very surprised, and thank you so much if you listen to this. Appreciate it. Love you.
I love you too, because now I can play these games with Wenzel.
Yeah, I love you too, because immediately when we found out Wenzel got an Xbox, I was like, so the Halo Reach stream is happening, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Because at first we were like, we're not gonna do it. Let's focus on some other stuff right now. But as soon as I got it, we were like, never mind. This is back on, dude. This is freaking like because it was like such perfect timing. Because literally, I was going to sell my console so I could like put some money towards an Xbox Series X, but there it is. So I was like, okay, I guess I can still sell them, but put them towards something else. So, yeah, so I have that now, and I went ahead and I bought a new set of headphones too, because my current one headset is decaying. So now I have these Logitech G335. They're super sick. I love them, and yeah, and so I went ahead. I've sold my the consoles I'm talking about: Xbox One Slim, PlayStation 4, one of like the OG release ones, Xbox 360 Slim, the black one, and then PS3, the OG fat one. And I've sold the Xbox One, 360, and the PS4. I got like $300 from all three of those, and I'm currently still trying to sell the PS3. But yeah, I've sold those, and
Uh, I may know somebody interested in the PS3.
is it you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm I don't know what my eBay listing is for them, but I mean, if you want to look for me on eBay, it's pretty close to my name. um, yeah. So yeah, that's been kind of that. I haven't played anything on there yet because I was waiting on my headset, but my headset didn't come until after we went to Huntsville. So, but now that I have my headset, I want to sit down and play some stuff because like I told myself I want some because my current headset, the speakers were going out and I've been having to have my air conditioner on because it's been so hot and I can't hear. I want to experience everything fully to its potential, so that's why I've been waiting. But now I will play Scorn. I am going to play Scorn and beat it before the end of the month. This is a promise. I'm so fucking excited. Oh, yeah.
Also, I'm excited for y'all to finally play fucking Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, it's out in a few days. Oh, well, it's already out.
Well, it's out tomorrow at the time of recording on Game Pass. I'm so fucking ready for y'all to play that game.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Like, oh my god! Also, too, I was able to get the Matte Black Master Chief skin in Fortnite.
Yeah.
God, so good. And God, and then freaking very soon, Somerville Pentiment comes out. Oof. It's honestly, it's a great day to be a gamer.
Amen, brother.
No, I mean for real though. Like ever since I got it, like I've already been on like a gaming. Like I've been wanting to get back into like our backlog and this podcast and everything, like playing games. But now that I have this Xbox, it's like man, I am like I'm feeling it. Like
It really is different when you have, and this is we are very fortunate to be in this situation. All of us have all the current consoles that are out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
my
like
main hobby. I don't do much else besides
so
manga
it's
and
like
that's it.
everything that comes out, we're like, okay, yeah, yeah. Especially with Game Pass. I mean, Game Pass is like the best deal in fucking entertainment for my money's worth.
Yeah. Like because me and Colt now are also, since we're on Xbox, we're account sharing as well. So we both have access to Game Pass and Xbox Gold. Oh my god! Like really, like having access to now, being fortunate to have access to like any game that comes outside like the PC. Like it's so freaking nice, and like I'm not overwhelmed. Like even though I have so much to play, it's like now it's like I'm excited. And yeah, oof. Feels good. Feels good. Oh, also too, what I did is I know I made a new Microsoft account for my Xbox One Slim, but instead what I did was I was able to get I figured out my login information for my very old Xbox 360 account, and I just logged back into that. So you're talking about like a decade gap between my Xbox 360 last time I played on there, and then this. And the last game I played was I want to say Halo 4 or Minecraft 360 edition.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, Wenzel, I'm very happy for you.
Thank
I'm
you.
very happy too because I can finally get to really jump back into the Gears series because we played it on your Slim, but I know that must have been rough on that shitty old box.
Yeah, it was. We were interrupted because I got a shitty job, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, those fucking assholes.
Yeah. Let's get back. Y'all ready for some tea?
Some bait?
Maybe.
Don't you?
We've been busy. We've been gaming. You know that. We talked about it a little bit at the start. Overwatch 2. That's so fucking fun. I've already beat the battle pass since we've last talked. I beat it probably like 4 or 5 days after we recorded our last episode.
Yeah.
So
Extremely quickly.
I mean, I was playing it at least 5 hours a day until I beat it, the battle pass, and
It was
on days I
almost.
worked.
It was almost like he I know Colt says like, hey, if you guys want to play if you guys want to beat the battle pass, I'll play with you. Like, it just seems like he just didn't want to play with us.
It's not that. It's just I really wanted that Genji skin and I got it, and it's worth it.
No, yeah.
I love that Genji skin.
Genji skin is very sick.
Yeah, I'm currently level 60. I got Farah's Sky Centurion skin, so
God, I think I'm 28, 29.
You better get to work, bro.
Yeah, I got a ways to go, but I'm having a really I was a little hesitant with Overwatch 2, just with all the stuff around it, and then it going to 5v5. I was not a fan of at all on paper. I actually think and making it 5v5 has made it a lot more balanced.
Yeah, and I feel like it's made it quicker too.
Yeah, as much as I hate to fucking say it, I feel like games are a lot quicker now. You're not really stuck for 20 or 30 minutes kind of in a standstill. Like a team kill actually means something now. Where it really didn't in Overwatch 1. I'm having a great time with it. I'm playing heroes I've never fucking played as before. I've played very little of. I have had fun with everybody. They took out Bastion and Torbjorn for a little bit, added them back. Can't tell a fucking difference with them, but because Torbjorn's still just a little fucking shit. I love playing as him.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving everybody. The one thing that they've done with Overwatch 2 that I don't fucking like, and it still makes no fucking sense, is Doomfist being a fucking tank. Doomfist does not need to be a fucking tank. Doomfist is a very good character, but classing him in as a tank is fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be reworked. Like, because I know we've been talking about it so much. Like, you gotta go and like, Doomfist needs to be reworked. He just needs to be put back into DPS. Does not need to be
or give him more fucking health
or damage. Either one.
Honestly, he needs more damage and he needs more health because currently right now the people who play as Doomfist, they're like really
God mode or the worst player that I've ever seen.
You're either God mode or just terrible, and that's.
I will say I have had decent games as Doomfist, just trying them out. I don't like being the only tank as Doomfist though.
No.
That's a tough. Like if there's
like Doomfist is almost a hybrid where you could have a second tank in your game and it makes sense.
Yeah,
but like when we're playing like AYCH or something, if our tank chooses fucking Doomfist, unless again we haven't been paired with one, unless they're a god tier Doomfist, it doesn't help.
It does not help. So they need to do that. Because I mean we're getting a new tank. We're getting Ramattra, so put Ramattra in there. And from what it sounds like too, he's close quarters and he can go long distance. I mean, Doomfist is mostly close quarters, but also he can fly and stuff. So like,
yeah,
like it sounds like Ramattra is kind of replacing him. So just do that. Like put him.
Hurry up, but You know what? Make Doomfist a healer.
What the fuck?
Make his bullets healing bullets.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do that. Cole, you have any new mains?
Not necessarily. I've gotten better at almost every single character. There's probably 3 or 4 that I suck at right now.
I'm still a god diva.
But if I had to like say like new character, not new, but characters that I'm actually really good with and I enjoy playing a lot. I mean, Symmetra is still my main, my homie, my OG. When it comes to tanks, fuck man. Like I loved playing Roadhog in the first game,
Mhm.
but this Roadhog, I'm so much better as. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
Roadhog
exactly they
hits a
did.
little different in this one.
And we're healers. Like I would only run Lucio in the original game because I sucked as every other healer. And the only healer I'm bad with now is Ana because I don't aim that well with her. You have to be so precise, and I'm not precise. But my favorite healer right now, easily Baptiste. A good Baptiste is as valuable as a good damage because he is so strong and he can heal a lot.
Yeah, very much so. I would say me personally, like I've been at first I was rocking really with because like my mains were Genji, Sombra, but now I moved to Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball is so fun. The movement is so unique. It's just really cool. And then Echo for DPS. Echo is I think Echo and Wrecking Ball are very underrated. I think Echo needs like a damage boost, and then I think she could be like insanely powerful, useful. But
They
she's
need
not
to
bad.
buff her finger blasts.
Yeah, she needs a for real. But right now she's not bad. She's not bad. And then for healing, I've always kind of stuck to DPS, occasionally a tank, because I was afraid I wouldn't do good as healer. I thought that was like such an important role that I would just mess up. But no, I've been playing as Zenyatta. Zenyatta is probably one of my new favorite characters to play as.
Yep.
He's so sick.
Considering he's now one of your most played characters, I think he's your second right now.
Yeah, he is crazy fun to use. And then also too, I would say like I've used her a little bit. Kiriko's really good.
Yeah, she's really fun.
Yeah, really incredible.
Yeah, talking about the new heroes, Junker Queen is also. I've had a ton of fun playing as Junker Queen.
Sojourn is like we've said, I feel like last episode, she is just Soldier but better.
Yeah,
Sojourn needs to be nerfed.
Yeah, her rail rifle is essentially a massive laser.
Like
yeah.
like my god, so many characters need to be buffed. So many
There's a lot of reworking with the meta that needs to happen. I'd actually be interested to do, and maybe we can do this on next month's episode. Do like sort of like since season 1 will be over by the time we record, kind of like go over season 1 and say like what changes were good, what changes were bad, stuff that should be changed going into season 2, and stuff like that.
yeah.
That might be interesting to do, especially with as much as we've been playing. And also, obviously, we'll talk about Overwatch 2 next month, too, just because of what Ramatra will have just dropped, and we'll probably check that out a little bit.
Yeah, we'll cover that. Also, too, currency, they need to fucking fix that.
Yeah, they gotta change the fucking current. I know people are like, oh, loot boxes were bad. The loot boxes were not near as bad as the fucking, like, completing 3 weekly challenges and getting the equivalent of, like, fucking a dime in Overwatch currency is stupid.
It's insulting.
Like loot boxes you could get for free.
Yeah, just playing the game.
Like, yeah.
If you don't give them out for free, I mean, just I need those loot boxes, man. I miss them, man.
I mean, damn, Colt sounds like
I thought I'd never say that because I fucking hate loot boxes in other games, but these are just purely cosmetics, man.
I will say the loot boxes in Overwatch I've had really good luck with.
Yeah,
I think that was one of the funnest things when we first started playing Overwatch 2. We were all like, "Damn, you got some good skins."
Yeah, like it was very. You played the game; they were free. You had great odds to get stuff, in my opinion. And with this, it's like if you're gonna make stuff worth as much as they are, then you need to dish out more currency. You need to dish it out then.
Yeah.
I just need incentive to keep playing. Like after I
Yeah.
beat the battle pass, my incentive to keep playing is gone.
And the thing is too is
I
like
love to play with Wenzel, but that's the only time I play Overwatch 2 is now is when I play with Wenzel or Tanner. I don't play it by myself anymore because I have no incentive to keep playing.
and the thing is too is like if they're having like if a skin is worth like $20, just one skin, and they're gonna dish out to you a challenge where you get $20, that sounds kind of weird. And if it does, then at that point you need to just make the character skins cheaper.
At that point, it sounds more like gambling than the fucking loot boxes.
Yeah, like it sounds
like
so weird.
honestly, because there's a really cool for the Overwatch League, a fucking Luchador Reaper skin that they released. That's literally like 2,000 Overwatch coin, Overwatch points, whatever, which is the equivalent of $20. And I'm sure everybody has seen the viral Reddit post where somebody bought a real life Overwatch charm for cheaper than the same fucking charm in the game.
It's not good.
Yeah. They gotta fucking fix it.
With the new weekly reset on Tuesday, yesterday as of recording, there has been a kind of price decrease on legendary skins if you're not buying a bundle. Bundles used to be 2,200, but now the newest Hanzo bundle is 1,900 for the bundle, and legendary skins on the shop page specifically are 1,500 instead of 1,900. Which is still a lot. You're paying $15 for a legendary skin or $20 for a bundle.
A bundle. Yeah, which is still a lot.
It is.
Yeah,
I guess.
The only thing I can compare it to is Fortnite. And like I'm thinking like maybe they should make skins like if you're just gonna buy just the skin, I mean include some bonus stuff with it too. So like even if you're paying like 1,000, I guess that's the right way it should be. Maybe 1,000. Like you're getting some bonus stuff too. Their cosmetic stuff. Their cosmetic games just need to be probably upped in general so that like they can make it more worth it because you're getting like a voice. Like I remember there's one thing where I saw where somebody was talking about like they're gonna buy a Bastion bundle. It was like over $20 something. It was like a voice line, the skin, and something else. And the voice line is literally like beep 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 beep. That's it.
Yeah.
So
I mean that's all Bastion voice lines.
So it's like that is like the worth of $20. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They need to have a. I know the game's out, but they just need to do a huge overhaul. Like
yeah, well, with their marketplace, they definitely need to just fucking fix it. I mean, either get rid of the Overwatch coin shit, or even fucking you do the battle pass. Get what's the difference between just getting a random item every battle pass level? Maybe having certain like say like Colt hit 80, automatically get the Genji skin at 80. And get other shit, but like make it random. Like Marvel Snap kind of does it too. Like going to that for a second. Once you hit 50 in the battle pass, then at every level after 50, you either get a random form of currency or you get a like a random variant of a card.
like,
after 50, so you have incentive to play after you max out the battle pass.
Because currently
the
incentives after battle pass completion is titles. Nobody gives a fuck about
I
titles.
don't care about titles.
Colt's a nomad.
No, I'm not. I leveled up to the second tier. I can't remember what it is, but I'm that.
Now we should also say we have not touched competitive yet.
No,
But we
I
will.
want to.
But we will.
Yeah, well, hint, wink, wink. We may do something on the Twitch channel with competitive. We just kind of have to work out a day and time.
Blink.
Wank, wank.
I'm blinking.
I'm wanking.
Damn. Oh,
Ooh.
sheesh.
I don't know. Any more Overwatch thoughts? Anybody
I
else
don't got
pissed
any
about it?
Overwatch.
Excited, mad, sad.
It's fun to play. Still no game makes me as fucking angry as Overwatch.
That's true. That is
Dude,
true.
okay, I will say though, when the other players, especially when they're talking in chat, dude,
God,
Yeah, they
I
piss me
hate it.
off.
They
It
just say
pisses
the
me off.
most racist or just most out of touch shit ever. Every time they say GG Easy, I feel like hunting them down.
Like it pisses me off so much, especially like also too, they'll be kind of like not passive, but kind of passive aggressive where they'll be like spamming the healing button where they'll be like, I need heals, and it's like, really? I
I'm
didn't
trying
fucking
to
know.
heal you. Stop running away. Or I'm already healing you. I'm playing as Zenyatta. It just takes time for that healing orb to actually heal you. You fucking idiot.
If I could, I would just find them and be like, yeah, you're really gonna need healing after what I'm about to do to you.
That is a threat. I don't think that would go over well.
Good one, Wenzel.
I'm gonna break their legs.
But yeah, Overwatch 2, I'm interested to see if they do any more big overhauls, because also we've already had a couple characters kind of get leaked of nerfs they're getting at some point before the second season. We didn't even mention that May's not even currently in the game right now because she's getting a rework,
Thank fuck. Well, not a
which is good
rework.
because May fucking sucks.
Just put her out back, please. I don't want to get frozen anymore.
Yeah, I know they used to talk about during Overwatch 1 when fucking Jeff Kaplan was still there that they would retire heroes. You can retire fucking May. Get rid.
Yeah, that'd be the one.
Get rid of Widowmaker too.
But to be fair, like currently in the Overwatch lore, May is just joining the team, kind of.
That's
she
okay.
died.
She can die on her first mission.
Yeah,
Damn.
just have her die.
Well, okay.
She's like 40 something years old. So
No,
she's lived a long enough night.
No, she's not.
Google right now, what is May's age?
I'm kind of scared.
Google May's
This is
age.
the same exact conversation we had, but about Carly Rae Jepsen. Because nobody knew how old she was. Wenzel, do you have an age for us?
Hold on.
Wenzel's reading all the lore of Overwatch.
Because, like, I know biologically she has to be young. I know she was in stasis. Oh, come on.
May age Overwatch. This is how you do it, Wenzel.
40.
Are you guessing or do you know?
40.
Oh,
Because when she was in stasis, she was 31.
she was 30. I'm reading it now. She was 31. She is by calendar years 40, but she is biologically 31.
So she's 40. She's lived a long enough life. Put her out.
Jesus.
Why don't you go ahead and lassie her?
Everybody in Overwatch is fucking old.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's the timeline of strong old people, which isn't real.
Yeah, besides Wrecking Ball, Heyman's only 14.
I mean, that's old and hamster.
That is true.
That's very old in hamster.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Diva's like
29.
19.
19. Diva's 19.
6 years
Kiriko-
old.
Kiriko is like early 20s.
Oh yeah, Diva's 19.
Brigitte is
20 something.
she's early. She's like early 20s too.
Farah's 32.
Torbjorn's 87.
Sombra's 30.
Reinhardt's
Symmetra's 28.
46.
Torbjorn's 57.
I'm just saying random numbers. I'm
Yeah.
not being
Torbjorn's
serious.
birth year was 2019 in
What
Canada.
the fuck? That's fucked up.
Damn, he's like a little kid right now.
Let's go bully him.
Let's go bully him.
Where are you? Fuck. Bridgette's only 23. Lucio's 26. Lucio's my age.
Hey, why don't you do what Lucio does and bounce off the walls?
Yeah.
That sounded kind of malicious. I'm sorry.
It sounded kind of a threat.
Well,
Anyways, that's Overwatch. Now we're going to talk about Modern Warfare 2. I beat the campaign like 2-3 days after it came out. I loved it, but we're not going to talk about the campaign much because Wenzel hasn't beaten it, but he's almost beaten it. And then Tanner hasn't even touched it.
My
He's a
hope
coward.
is next month's episode we're able to do like an actual full campaign kind of not a deep dive, but like a full campaign spoiler filled review of the campaign. Because everything I've heard about the campaign is shit I would extremely rock with. So
Look, here's the thing. By the time of next recording, I would have beaten it, and I'm gonna make another promise. I'm gonna platinum it.
okay, I'm
Oh,
not
fuck
fucking
that.
saying that. But
That
I will
is
definitely have the
fucking
campaign.
bullshit.
I'll have the campaign beat probably before this episode comes out. But
I'm gonna platinum it. I'm gonna beat it, and you know what? I'm gonna beat a few other games by the next time we talk. So I'm gonna have a lot to talk about.
we'll probably honestly have a lot to talk about just because we got Thanksgiving and I'm off the whole week of Thanksgiving. So I'll yeah, we're gonna have a lot of games to talk about. Also, one thing we didn't even mention is the Game Awards too.
Oh yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
talk about that next. I don't even want to do Game Award predictions. I was thinking about putting that on the dock for this month, but I literally couldn't even fucking wager a guess at this point.
New FromSoft thing probably.
Jeff,
I know Crash is very heavily rumored.
Jeff Keighley has cloned himself.
Jeff
I would believe it.
Keighley does a tribute to himself where he comes out and he jerks off on a picture of himself.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ!
That was a joke. Jeff
How are we
Keighley-
supposed to get fucking
I shouldn't have said that.
credentials?
I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. That was a joke.
I thought mine was fun. Jeff Keighley clones himself. He calls his clone Kef Geely.
That is funny.
That is funny. That is.
Let's
funny.
just say I said that instead.
no.
You
Pat,
said
edit
what
it.
I said.
Hey, Pat, edit this out. That's an AYCH
I'm not
reference.
gonna touch this.
Whoa, how do you know? That's a AYCH reference. You think we're going to drive away every listener this week with it just being us three on 2 shows?
Nah. We're strong.
Now we'll probably
Army
pull
strong.
people in.
Hoorah.
We are the original 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the original big 3. 3 of the most
Yeah,
powerful characters in this universe.
We are the
Lo.
Beep 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 beep.
Fuck. Discord cutting you off is even better because it's just like,
Anyway,
shit.
Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer is really fun. I've been dumping some nerds.
I've gotten gold for the M4 and the Expedite 12.
I've gotten gold on probably, I don't know exactly what guns, but probably like 6, 7 guns right now. I'm gonna go for the fucking Orion camo. I'm gonna try at least.
Yeah, so like if nobody knows, the camo challenges are actually pretty easy. And the gold camo challenges specifically for all the guns are the same.
Yeah, all you gotta do is get 3 kills and 1 life. Not a bloodthirsty anymore. Thank God.
Multiple times, by the way. It's like what, 10, I think?
10
for all?
times.
Yeah, 10 times. Yeah, so.
well, I can do that.
Yeah, you can probably get some gold guns, Tanner.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have to be a triple kill. It just has to be 3 kills in that one.
3 kills.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean that's Modern Warfare 2. New season starts November 16th. I know we said that earlier. Very excited for that.
So is this like technically like a season 0 going on right now?
Yeah, but you don't get like a battle pass or anything. This is just like warming up essentially.
Warm up,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, we'll talk about more Modern Warfare 2 next episode. I'm very excited.
How do the guns feel? Like, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's really good feeling Call of Duty. How do y'all kind of feel about that? Do y'all kind of echo those sentiments?
I
Yes.
say it feels fantastic. It
feels
reminds me
amazing.
a lot of Modern Warfare 2019's guns.
I mean, honestly, the best feeling Call of Duty gun wise, in my opinion.
I have to agree. Yeah, I mean, it helps that haptic feedback's a thing on PlayStation because it feels so good.
It feels really good. Like, yeah, I mean, feels good, sounds good. I mean, they put a lot of work into this game. I mean, really, like, yeah. I can't say too much just because I want to get my thoughts down, and I was supposed to have this ready, or I was supposed to have the game beaten campaign wise, but I haven't. So
We both kind of messed up on that front, but that,
Yeah, you both did.
It's okay.
Well,
I have a pulled muscle in my chest.
I had diarrhea.
Yeah, Wenzel had the poopies, so it's okay.
That's
But
true.
yeah, we'll definitely have some full on Modern Warfare 2 thoughts for next month's episode. Definitely.
Yeah.
I know we have this on here, but I think I'm the only one that's played it.
You're the only one that touched it, but let's get
I
it
want to hear them.
real quick. Just real quick. Let's just go.
God of War.
I will say, sorry,
Ragnarok.
this is my promise. God of War Ragnarok, I will have maybe beaten by the time we record this next one.
You should have beaten Platinum because the Platinum is it's pretty much the same as the first
You know what?
game.
You're hyping me up. Yeah, I'm gonna have it beaten and platinum before the freaking next episode.
Wenzel,
Alright.
please do a Google Doc tonight of all the games you plan to have beaten by next month's episode, so I can at least maybe play one of them.
You don't have to. This is just a me challenge for me.
No, I know. But I just want to make sure, you know, get something.
All right.
I can't have you making me look bad.
All right.
Tanner can't be a fake gamer. Anyways, God of War came out today, November 9th. Wednesday, which is strange. Video game releases are normally Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm probably 2 hours, 40 something minutes into it right now. That first hour and a half, holy fucking shit, man. The last 50 minutes have been ass. Not really. This entire thing's been great. But that first hour and a half, man, oh my god, dude. It was so good. Not spoiling it, not saying what's happening, but it mirrors a lot of the fight stuff that's happened in the first game, being God of War 2018. Doesn't mirror like fight wise, like same things happen, but like it hits you with an insane fight like right out of the gate. And
I'm excited.
I love it for that. I don't want to say anything because I want you guys to experience it yourselves. But this opening fight, I enjoy way more than I did the first game, even though I absolutely loved seeing Baldur getting his shit rocked by Kratos. Just fantastic work here. It's beautiful as well. I can also see where the PS4 did hold it back graphically, since they were trying to make it run well on the PS4 and PS5. And if it
Really?
wasn't on the PS4, it would look better.
You don't think it like holds up like to a Last of Us like remake?
No, Last of Us remake
one?
looks way better.
Wow.
Wait a
But
minute.
that being said, this looks really good still, but
Wait a minute. You think you're saying the Last of Us remake looks better than this?
yes.
Wow. Okay.
But
To be
even
fair, I think part
though
one, I mean, we went over this in the podcast, but part one is a fucking phenomenal looking game.
that is true. It really is. Like, but even though it doesn't look up to par to like Horizon Forbidden West or Last of Us, it's still a beautiful game. It's already very emotional as well. Atreus is so good now that he's a little bit older and he's getting his rebellious phase right now. It's just so good in Mimir. Bruh. That's all I want to say.
Well, I'm excited to play it.
And
Yeah,
better.
I've heard literally nothing but good things about it. Pretty much the only criticism I've heard of it is if you didn't like God of War 2018, you're probably not going to like this.
Yeah. It's essentially plays the exact same way.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you didn't like that one, you're not gonna like this. That's God of War. We have a post-Halloween, pre-Black Friday here. What is this?
I don't know.
That was a Wenzel thing. I didn't add
know.
it.
I assumed maybe somebody here would figure out something.
I mean, is anybody hunting video game things for Black
Anybody? No.
Friday?
Did anybody get some good candy?
No.
Oh my god, Colts!
I did kind of already make a Black Friday purchase.
Oh yeah, what is that?
I bought a new television that's actually getting
Oh.
hung up tomorrow.
How big is it?
I don't want to say.
Wow.
Wow!
It's 75 inches.
Dang, shorty.
I was gonna say it if you didn't say it.
Yeah, it's 75 inches. I'm also considering a sound bar.
Oh wow!
That would be a nice setup you had there. I mean, it's gonna feel like a theater. You already got the theater-like chairs.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about grabbing a sound bar. There's a pretty good one going on sale Black Friday. Talking about Black Friday, it's going down to like $80. So I may end up getting that and getting the same guy that's installing the TV to I say install. He's framing it. He's putting it on the mount, doing all the electrical work. I don't feel like fucking with. But hopefully I can maybe get him to do a soundbar after Black Friday because I think having a soundbar would be pretty cool. Especially for a TV this fucking massive. Because let me tell you, this box is fucking heavy.
Wenzel just wrote, Cole hates candy on the dock. That is not true. That is fake news.
Nobody else is gonna see it, so I don't know.
Elon Musk
Hmm.
is gonna ban you now because you put
Well,
fake
I mean,
news.
it was so funny because like I was like, "Oh, did you get any good candy?" And you're like, "No." Like, damn.
I didn't get any candy. I just didn't.
Like,
What's how much candy did you get trick or treating?
oh, I bought it. we bought Kit Kats and lollipops or whatever, blow pops, and nobody came by. So
I was about to say
everybody-
we don't get any trick or treaters at our house.
we just been eating it. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty.
Did you get any good sour candy?
No,
Damn.
sorry. No. I will occasionally pop in those sour candies we got for the short film episode. The
For AYCH?
yeah, the radioactive waste ones, because I still have those. So I put them in the bowl with candy, and I'll just, because I like them. I like the taste.
They hurt.
Not me.
Whatever. Did you I think it was we were playing Call of Duty the other day, and I think your nephew came in and said, "Can I have one of these or some shit?" And you said, "Yeah, but they're super sour."
Yeah, my niece, she wanted one, or she wanted to play with it, and I was like, no, it's actually candy. And she's like, oh, can I have one? And I'm like, you can, but it's super, super sour. She
Did
never
she
touched
eat it?
No.
Oh,
she did
damn.
not. So yeah. Yeah, pretty funny.
But yeah, I have a huge fucking TV already, and also not a Black Friday purchase, but and I've already mentioned at the beginning of the episode, I have recently acquired a PSP that should be here any day, along with like 6 or 7 games.
Black Friday for me, I'm not necessarily hunting anything because I don't think I'm going to do Black Friday stuff. I mean, fuck it. I'll pair it with Cyber Monday. It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
Nothing really sticks out for me right now. Maybe a new TV, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Because after Tanner bought this TV, I saw how cheap they were, and I thought, maybe it's time I get a new 4K TV because I'm rocking one. It's an old ass Samsung TV from.
Yeah, you've had the same TV for several years.
Yeah, I mean, Cody bought it used from a guy back in 2015 for our main living room TV, and then he gave it to me once he bought a new one for the living room. And whenever he bought it from that guy, it was already like 5 years old. So
yeah, your TV's definitely from like the early 2010s.
yeah, it's time to retire. It's got like 3 or 4 dead pixels on it, which is not really noticeable when you're watching or playing something. You only notice it during like pauses or white screens. But yeah, that's it really.
Yeah, no specific games.
I mean, Star Ocean just came out. I would like to get it on sale, but it's not going to be on sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's a couple games I would like to grab if they go down cheap enough. Otherwise, I am going out for Black Friday this year. My wife really wants to go out, and a couple of friends of ours want to go out, so I will go out. But I think I'll actually just be buying Christmas for other people. What little I still have to buy, and I'm not really looking for anything for myself.
All right, well,
good because you don't deserve anything.
Yeah, I've kind of this year has definitely been the year of Tanner treating himself because I've bought a lot of shit.
Some epic shit though.
I have bought some good shit,
epic stuff,
but a lot of it.
So Tanner, how is this Marvel Snappy game you've been talking about?
Oh my god. Okay, let me get into Marvel Snap. First of all, I sincerely think you two should try it. I think at least one of you would like it.
Wenzel?
But I don't know. One of you would probably like it though.
No,
Oh.
I wouldn't like it. I hate
But
quick games.
it's a card game.
You.
It's very simple, very straightforward. There's 3 lanes. You have different objectives every game. You only have a 12 card deck. Very easy. It is so addicting. My average bathroom break at work, I can usually knock out 3 or 4 games of it. Because a game
When
takes
Tanner's
about
taking a poop.
because a game takes about 2 to 3 minutes on average. And I actually beat the battle pass. I maxed it out. I got that variant Miles Morales card, which I'm super excited about. You don't have to pay a dime to play it unless you want to buy the battle pass, which I would suggest because you get some pretty good stuff with the battle pass. All variants. Like there's no specific cards I believe locked behind the battle pass besides Miles Morales. But yeah, because the whole theme for season 1 was a symbiote. So we had like variant Carnage, Spider-Woman, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, shit like that. It was really cool. See Venom? No, not a Venom card. We got Carnage. So just some cool stuff like that. Apparently the skill, because this game has been in closed beta for like nearly a year, I think. So, but the way the game does do skill-based matchmaking, I assume. Because you kind of get paired with your like. There's a lot of different numbers in this game. So in the battle pass, I'm level 56. In the ranking system, I'm level 35. But in the collector system, I'm level 192, which determines like what kind of cards you can pull when. So I'm still like in the first pool of cards you can pull, and that's who I'm playing against right now. And really, from what I've heard, is when you get access to the second and third pools is when the game really starts to open up, and the meta completely changes after you hit like level 600 in the green shit, which I'm still a ways off from doing, even though I've again maxed out the battle pass. But yeah, it's a good time. I'm playing it a lot. It's probably my most played 2022 game this year.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I've put it up to par with any other 2022 game I've played this year. It's a good time. I love when that guy says shit like frame break and oh snap, because there's a bluffing system in the game, so it's really good. Yeah, it's a good time. I highly recommend Marvel Snap. I love it. I've been excited. I tried to get a closed beta invite for fucking ever and can never get one. But it is a great time.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. I love the cards and the art and stuff. That it looks pretty cool.
Personally,
the-
I have no
the art
desire
is really
to play
cool.
it.
Damn, Tanner. I think you guessed right. It was me.
Yeah, so that's why I said Wenzel. Because I'm not a big mobile game player. Because if I'm on my phone out in public, I'll just do something else, man. I'll browse Wikipedia before I fucking play a game.
I mean, I don't know if I'll ever actually play it because I don't know.
I hate taking recommendations from Tanner.
Well,
Just kidding. That's mean.
Wow.
I don't mean that, Tanner. Please don't cry.
Wow.
But it seems fun for the people that like it. Is it anything like Hearthstone?
It's better. The games are snappier than Hearthstone. It's only 6 turns. Although there is so essentially what happens, so on the first turn of the game, an objective will appear, or one of the zones will open, and the zone can be anything from like the player winning here gets 3+ power at the other 2 locations, or players randomly add 3 rocks to their deck, which makes it harder for you to kind of get your shit going, or like a clone. You play a card here, a clone will be played at the other 2 locations. Then the next turn, another location will pop up. And then the second turn, another location will pop up. And you got 6 turns and your objective is to win 2 out of 3 of the zones. But like I said, games take like 2 or 3 minutes each.
Okay.
So it's snappier than Hearthstone. It's different than Hearthstone though, pretty significantly. I mean, really the only similarity between Hearthstone and this would be that they're both card games.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, you get a certain amount of power each turn. So like turn 1, you got 1 power, turn 2, 2 power, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So, yep. I would recommend, I mean, it's free. Like I said, there's actually a free battle pass that goes up to level 20, and you actually can't even get the paid battle pass until you beat the free battle pass, which I think was kind of neat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely I recommend just trying it out, especially if you're someone like I know all of us are that has a interest in the Marvel universe. There's a lot of cool shit, a lot of cool effects, a lot of cool art.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of characters too to pull from.
Yeah, I mean, God, like right now in my deck, like my big power hitter in my deck is fucking Odin.
Nice.
Yeah, God, I have Odin. I have a Captain America in my deck. I have a Devil Dinosaur in my deck.
Nice.
Shit, what else am I rolling with? Sentinel is a big player in my deck. Miss Marvel, Moon Girl.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not Miss Marvel. The fucking ton of characters. I mean, yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend it.
Hell yeah. Does anyone have any other banter topics to talk about?
Nope.
Really nothing else. Kind of been with us going out of town. To Huntsville, kind of got into a little gaming time. Cut into a little gaming time, but especially with the holidays coming up and stuff like that, you know, our stream. Well, we got a lot of shit coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of shit right now because it is 10 o'clock at the night.
Yeah, we started recording this at 8 something.
Yeah. Dang.
So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Thank you for listening. This is episode 1.23 of the Backlog BoyZ. At the end of this month, is it the 31st? What is the
November 30th?
30th. Okay, this is not the 31st. November 30th. We're gonna be reviewing the big, the bad, the finals as far as that's released is The Last of Us 2 Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2. That's the name of it. It's been a long time coming. We finally got Tanner to play the first game. Spoiler alert, he loves it. And now we get to bash him with this game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's gonna be an experience, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm interested to see if it will top the first game for me. First game kind of really did knock my socks off. But also, we do have that coming up on November 30th. But again, on November 26th, you can join me, Colton and Wenzel, as we play through the entirety of Halo Reach on twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. That is twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. We will be playing the entire campaign of Halo Reach in one sitting the Saturday after Thanksgiving, starting at 3 p.m. Central. Come join us. It will be a good time. Lots of banter will be had.
Yeah.
Anybody want to plug it?
Oh yeah, I'll do the plugs. Thank you everybody for listening to the Backlog BoyZ podcast. Best place to follow us is on Twitter at Twitter. It's not fucking at Twitter. At Backlog BoyZ with a Z pod POD. We are on the AYCH extra feed. So obviously if you're listening, you already found us. But if you want to find us on another platform, just search AYCH space XTRA for extra. We are on that extra feed. Any likes, reviews, ratings on Spotify, what else are we on? Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Overcast, all those RSS feed catchers helps us out tremendously. You can listen to cinema Grimoire on AYCH Extra as well. Or this week, the week this episode come out, go listen to the main show, All You Can Hear episode 289, where me, Colton, and Wenzel talk about our adventures in Huntsville, where we went to Dave and Buster's and we did some other cool shit. So that was fun.
A lot of fun.
We did that, and fuck, what else? Follow the Twitch at twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. We're going to get that cooking again. Like I said, definitely not going to be like a weekly or twice weekly. Not going to be some insane schedule, but we're going to get something, especially when the new year rolls around after the holidays. We're going to have some stuff cooking. We got a little planning to do, but we're going to kick it off with some Halo Reach. So that would be a lot of fun. You can follow me on Twitter at Tanner1495. And I guess that's it.
My name's Colt. Follow me on Twitter. Colt000. I think I said that, didn't I? No,
I don't think so.
No, you didn't.
We record 2 episodes a day. My bad. Follow me on Twitter. Colt000. Have fun. Play some games.
Yeah.
There's some real good stuff happening right here.
Thank you for listening. I'm Wenzel. You can follow me on Twitter at WenzelWilkie. You can follow my art Instagram at World of Wenzel. You can follow my Bookstagram where I talk about books, Wenzel Banters. Go to my store, worldofwenzel.bigcartel.com, where I sell prints and stickers. I appreciate it. My link tree is in the bios for everything, so you can find the links for everything, including my Ko-fi, my Letterboxd, my Goodreads, my store, my Instagram, my tweets, Twitters, everything. So go check that out. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Go check out our last episode, Last of Us Part 1, where we talk about it, and stay tuned for Last of Us Part 2, Halo Reach stream, everything.
Also, haven't been able to do that in audio yet, but the art for the Last of Us Part 1 episode was done completely by Wenzel. It's sick as fuck.
Yes, it is.
Wanted to give a huge shout out for that awesome piece of art. The reason I didn't do it on the actual Last of Us Part 1 episode to begin with is because he did it as a surprise. It's fucking rad as shit.
Yeah,
Looks super cool.
I did it right after.
So
Thank you.
huge shout out for Wenzel for dropping that hot piece of art. And I can't believe he's actually going to do that every week for no, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. No, I will. I already have the next one planned for part 2. I'm really excited about that. I might try to do it for our every game episode. It's possible just because how much time is in between them. But yeah, no, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun to do that. I'm glad everybody liked it.
All right. Well, I guess we will catch y'all. Like I said, November 26th, 3 p.m. Saturday, twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. We're playing Halo Reach. If you're not into the streams, come listen to us. It's kind of like a podcast. But then on November 30th, we're doing our deep dive retrospective on The Last of Us Part 2. November 30th, that will drop at 10 a.m. on the AYCH Extra feed, Backlog BoyZ Episode 2. Thank you so much for listening, and ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye.